link. Anyway, I'm not going to let anything get to me. Very different tonight. There it is. Oh, dear me. Thought we was having a good run there then. Daniel Berry, good afternoon. Right. Daniel, where are you from? Good afternoon. Going back. Thank you, beauty therapist. And same to you guys. Welcome back. Thank you. Cheers, Aaron. USA, so west, east. I bet he's from California, man. Sorry, you'll have to put up with my ridiculous impressions. Trump 2024. Have you got any Scottish whiskey? Aye, well, that'll do.
Hello, Dino. I'm back.
He didn't reply to what SG. He just went.
Yeah, I thought I would show my face due to what happened just earlier. Maybe what to do is maybe what Tony P does with me. I've got a password to get on Tony P's. So when I go in the backstage, before even Tony P lets me on, I give that password in the private chat to Tony P, and he knows it's me.
He got me with his voice because I did put my banner up, if you noticed. And is that you, Sparky? Is that you? All right, Dino, it's me, mate. And it's like, bang on. So he's obviously mixed his real voice up with, edit it towards a sick piece of shit.
What I would say, Dino, is if you're not 100% sure the person's come on, just put your banner up until you're happy.
Yeah, true, but it's fooled me before that with the voice thing.
Well, what you need is some AI technology. I developed some over the weekend, especially what happened to me on Sunday, where he tried palm bombing us twice. He wasn't successful, and I thought, yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to come up with my own AI technology here. Do you want to see it? I've got the technology here.
Mate. Yeah.
Most of Monday and yesterday coming up with this robot that automatically detects them, soundboards and things like that. So I'll just whack him on, and I might make you one, Dino, if you want.
I wouldn't mind, mate.
AO Longin detector. Longins will be destroyed.
I don't know if you can hear it.
I and my breasts. AO Longin detector. Longins will be destroyed.
You need something like, shut up. All right, the trouble is it goes on and on. Shut up. God, you know.
SG, I think it's SG, but right, I'll just put my banner up. Again, I think it is, but extra careful because
you've got to be careful. Because he has used SG's profile before to try and palm bomb.
Yeah,
tried it with Mark Kelly.
He's come in the chat with his old avatar, and he's come backstage with what he's come on.
Oh, the street light
tonight. So it's like that's you, isn't it, SG?
It's my new one that says on it around the smiling man with his cap.
Pickled pepper.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled fucking peppers. How's that one?
Nathan's here as well. Nathan, I'm not sure if you've been on before.
Hello,
but
Dino.
How you doing?
Nathan's been on before. You know Nathan.
Yeah, I haven't been on before.
I'm sorry, mate.
I haven't really been on before.
I thought you've been on Dino's channel before in the past. Oh no, I'm thinking of Pat.
Well, not last time, I remember.
Didn't you? He used to go on Pap's channel.
Yeah.
One thing I
Yeah.
know about Nathan is he's
Yeah,
definitely
there's
not
only one
formed
scene,
bombed
Chris.
anyone. So.
No.
Yeah, I haven't
That's
seen him do
fucking
that.
wrong,
So,
Krinkle.
No, he hasn't porn bombed anyone. Not that I'm aware of.
Are you sub to this channel, Nathan?
Well, I am now, Dino. Yeah, because
Oh.
everyone said let's all go over to Dino.
Is there anything wrong with your
Yeah.
microphone, Nathan? Or
Well,
sound
yeah,
a
I've
little
got
bit
a few
different?
sound
Yeah,
problems.
I'm not sure, Dino. I'm not sure. No,
No, it's not it. That's what I said. There's something wrong with his fucking microphone.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was super quick though, Dino. So
It sounded a little bit octave.
Yeah, that's
of-
Less than a second, that. Yeah, I was
it
like,
sounded a bit flat.
fucking hell. Yeah, they're out for me
People-
tonight, aren't they?
Fucking hell,
'Cause, you
Dino.
know, my old team, you know, they're not, you know.
Yeah.
it's
You
not
see,
like that, right?
I mentioned this months ago, and he's ended up doing it. Yeah, I feel slightly cause
Well,
for bringing
I've
it up,
learned
you
a
know.
lot tonight already. 'Cause there's been a lot, and I'm not sure if Zara's still in that chat.
Yeah, I'll make you a robot. I'll develop my own AI for you, Dino.
Thank you.
Yeah,
very
where
much.
was Robbie then? Robbie the robot, Brongan detector.
That's
Where
right.
did he-
Wrong detector, yeah. Based on the Robbie the Robot's 1950s technology, which is far better than what Krinkle's using. But, you know, fucking, the guy's off his head. He's
I don't know. It sounds like my profile's been used almost the most, along with Sparky's almost the
but
most.
think about
I
it.
think
Think
it's
about it, right?
Yeah,
People don't talk about the elephant in the room, right? Krinkle has seriously got fucking mental issues. If he thinks by porn bombing people that, you know, it's just a bit of a giggle, well, I'm going to remind him of the Communications Act. I've clipped quite a lot of Krinkle's porn bombing and just building up a little brief about him at the moment because it does offend some people. It could cause them
really good.
harm and distress and all that stuff. It could trigger some people that's had problems in their past with sexual abuse in one way or another. I think Krinkle's got to be very careful because Krinkle,
Yeah.
I'm watching everything you do, mate. Well, every chance I get, I'm watching everything you do, and I'm building up a nice little portfolio of you that goes back to 2020. Yeah, do you remember the phone calls you left me? The phone messages? Yeah, I haven't used them yet, and I will be. Don't worry, mate. Don't worry. So you go on.
Mike, how many times have I said he's a shill? And how long has he been doing it and getting away with it when we know what YouTube are like?
3 years, nearly 4.
And they know who it is and they know what he's doing.
Yeah, I've had a very good chat with someone about this, and you know, they're in the legal field. That's all I'm going to say. He's treading on eggshells at the moment, and it's only going to take a few of us to get together and put complaints in.
Well, I'm with you.
And I don't mean with YouTube neither. And if someone wants to call me a grass, God, I've never grassed anyone up in my fucking life, but I would do it.
What do you think to that?
He needs help. He needs mental help. He needs mental help.
Has anyone thought of calling the cops? Never thought. DJ never even thought of that.
I mentioned it earlier on a live stream, and somebody said, you know, that's not my style. I don't grass and all this, and it was like, well, you know, now I see how it is. You know,
is that grassing?
We just have to put up with it.
What are you grassing on?
I know you're grassing on somebody who's doing it publicly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
How
it's
can
out
you be grassing on
them. You know, people's got plenty of evidence of it. So the more he does it, the better it is.
In as well, by the way.
He got that Tim Smith the one night because that Tim Smith done a live and it says Krinkle, you one-eyed, whatever it was. People on Tim, and it was the same one that got you, Dino.
Yeah.
Well, there you go then. Right. So just Society X, how you doing, mate? Good to see you in the chat again.
Jamie, why don't you come on?
And do you know what? That's it. Is it grassing in that mindset where people think, oh, he's a fucking grass, you know, this guy's destroying people.
I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I'd grass him, and I'd let everyone know I'd fucking grass him. I'd take
Well,
great
you-
pleasure in it. I'd celebrate. I couldn't give a shit about the backlash from the people that support all that
I wonder
degeneracy.
if anyone else has tried that in the past. Maybe someone can let us know if they've actually tried the police about him, and what have they got back. That's if anyone has. But yeah, Society X, mate, nice one. UK lady, thanks for coming in, and Uncle John Curving Hearts as well. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it. I think because I put in the title, Krinkle's a piece of sick shit. That's why we've doubled the figures in views now already. You know, he causes controversy.
I was told it's boring to be talking about him for too long, and he is boring, isn't he? He is.
It's got it off me. It's getting it off.
I agree. Yeah, we got it. Yeah, you definitely don't want him on your chest. I can tell you that.
Well, I mean, definitely not.
Oh dear.
Sorry.
I certainly won't bend over in front of him. Not with some
Oh
shit.
God.
Yeah.
I reckon they would, because once they get one of them, they start looking for others, like they do with any other crime. Like to make an impression on a good impression.
Well, we got the harms bill in now. You know, the harms bill kicks in next month, and I'll tell you what: if you read up on that, on the harms bill, and you look into various sections of it, if Krinkle carries on, mate, he's fucked, and he can go away for a few years for it as well. It's not going to be a slap on the wrist.
Can I just say, Mike, that it's not going to matter what anyone does who's doing things that are going to be, listed in that bill, in the past or the future, after that bill has come in. It's literally what they find. So it could be 3 years ago. Tough shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a sort of retrospective.
Yeah.
Good luck with that, Krinkle. Good luck with that, mate.
Yeah, good luck, Krinkle. All right, you've done me again.
Imagine him banged up with all the big boys.
Has it made you nightmare? What are you going to do after? Have a wank over it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
he was probably doing that at the time, wasn't he?
He's probably having a wank right now, but I don't blame him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, his mum's probably gone into his room and gone, "Shut up, will you?" Again,
yeah. Well,
you make too much noise.
Mummy and Daddy?
No, I don't know. It's been known. It's been known.
Look, it's science, mate. Pigeons, robots.
Maybe that's what it is. It's mummy issues.
Getting all this information.
Yeah, could be mummy issues.
As we know,
with men like that, they have a lot of mum issues, relationship issues with their mothers. So that wouldn't surprise me.
It's a Freudian problem.
Yeah, because from what I've seen over the last 2 to 3 years, mate, that guy has got some serious issues, very serious issues. Yeah. He's got all the traits of.
More people know that than.
And I haven't even seen his shoes, but I can tell you he's got some.
Well, anyway, there we go. That's anyway.
No more attention tonight, Krinkle. You've well done. You've got your little bits of 10 minutes of denology fame. Matt, Oh well, thanks for coming back, Matt. Yeah.
Well, I can say this, right? It's not like we haven't tried, is it? It's not like we haven't waited and waited and waited. You know?
I give him. I reckon I've given him more chances than Mike. It's been
far more than me. You've given far more than me. Yeah.
But being a decent host and things like that, and just giving people that's been.
I don't care what they call me. He says that. See, Mike's not for freedom of speech. No, it's nothing to do with freedom of speech. I just don't tolerate fucking idiots, and that's it. And I don't want them on my channel. It's as simple as that. There's no in between, or is no. Oh well, maybe he'll bring more listeners to no, because it ends up fucking ruining it, and it all ends up about him. Yeah. So he
kind of sucks you in, and
don't bully him and all this. Don't bully him.
Whoa, Krinkle.
He's anyway, guys. He's loving this right now. He's loving this.
Yeah.
He's got his dick to the screen, ready to.
Oh yeah, he sure has. Yeah.
Narcissists always do. They love it. They they feed off of this sort of reaction. So
yeah, real narcissists, definitely. Yeah. Why does he dress up like a bloody teenager? Don't know, mate. It's just one of his other
I don't think it's got anything to do with his fucking clothes.
No. With his sexual perversions, and he's constantly displaying that, I think there's something seriously wrong with his fuse box, if I was to put it politely.
It just might be worth, because it would only take about 10, 15 minutes to see if there's actually a law against that type of pornography used on a social media platform.
There is. It's already, there's already laws drawn up for it. And all that's happened recently now is with this online bills legislation that's brought in, it's been squared off. It's an offence, and it's an offence that you can be criminally charged for and do time for. Not a slap on the wrist.
Well, there you go then. For me, yeah.
Do you know all it's going to take? Do you know all it's going to take to really, for the police to take it seriously, is someone have their child in the room, and the child see that he's putting up, he is going to be absolutely crucified. Absolutely.
Correct. I imagine that is true, yeah.
Police being the police, they'll be saying, yeah, but hang on a minute, your live streams are meant for 18.
No. You could be wearing headphones and you can just say, well, my child walked past, this was on the screen, and ask me what is that? That's it. You don't have to say
that, yeah.
That's it. It's, that's all you got to say, and traumatize your child. And he's running on eggshells at the moment, and the more he does it, for me, it's better, because the more clips I get of it, the better. And the more of the clips that when he appears on people's channels, and he's certainly spiced up or something, it's just, every dog has its day, as they say. Every dog has its day.
Yeah. It's been a long time.
Well, Mike, sorry. I remember he was in the back room. I'd kicked him off, and he was sitting in the back room like he does for hours,
Hours.
And he had
hours.
And he had his camera on, and he bogged off, and he came back. And when he came back, he got a pipe with him, and he was putting something in his pipe, and then he was smoking it. So I popped him on screen.
What did he crack? Oh, you put him on screen, did you?
I put him on screen when he did that. I was like, yeah, there you go. Fucking see that? And then he was like, oh, shit, and turned the camera off,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it goes back to my first question, which is how come he's been allowed to get away with it for so long when they're taking videos down, like you're filming something live and it's got some medical misinformation on it.
I can say, Dino, right? There's not just him. Yeah, whether it's clone accounts or whatever, there's not just him though.
Oh, I know that. Yeah. I've noticed one or two people who've not come in the chat. Not that it
there's
means
a group.
They've not got something to do, but yeah.
There's a group. It's like we get mass complained, but he gets what? A complaint.
Well, all he does, he just goes around. If someone says something that he doesn't agree with, and he starts playing up and they shove him off the channel, he'll then report that channel. And that's what he constantly does. That's what he's done with mine. He's done it to countless other YouTube channels as well. So, if there was any pushback from him, he's an absolute hypocrite, because what he's doing is far more worse than me having an opinion of something that he disagrees with. That's my opinion, and make it clear that they are my opinions, what I put out. He doesn't like them. Well, that's tough shit. Go elsewhere, because you're not going to sway me from my opinion, and that's it. But to actually take revenge and seek out people on their channels and then porn bomb them is quite a sick thing. I've never done anything like that. I don't feel the need or the wish to do anything like that. If someone's upset me or that much, I just think, well, fuck it. Unsubscribe, stay away. That's it, and that's what I do. Just stay away. That's the grown-up.
I've got someone else backstage, Mike. Sorry about that.
Sorry, mate.
I'm sure he's not been on here before. I can see his face now, but I'm going to say to you, please repeat to me. He said, "I'm just being honest, mate. It's happened twice. I'm going to make sure."
Ask him to say xylophone.
I'm going to say.
That's a good one.
PAP, SG, Mike West, Trump, and Dino.
No, too long.
What are you doing?
too
How you doing?
fucking long.
Far too long, Dino. I would have been that off by now. This is what happened when he come on. He tried to come on as a pork chop, and they
Who's the
replied,
profile, Dino?
Stepstone is in the house. Stepstone.
Who's the actual profile, Dino?
What the avatar?
The name.
Yeah, I would say they are.
Police abusing powers, and the avatar is the badge with the crown
Oh,
on.
Oh, I'll be very
Of
careful.
course, if you Pat.
Using
but,
powers. Can you put
Mate,
something?
you're
put a
on
comment in the chat?
So if you
Can you put a
if
comment?
you're on now.
I don't see why he wouldn't put something in the chat first,
Yeah,
and that's
normally
unusual.
he goes in the chat first. A lot of people do. Normally they put a comment in. So, police abusing powers. Can you put a comment in the chat, and then I can cross-reference it then?
They can scam that as well, though. By the way,
You muted.
That's not Pat. There's no way.
Yeah, it can't be Pat.
Can it?
Yeah.
Unless
Pat,
there's some trouble.
It's not. No.
Unless there's some trouble with his account, which there's no point bringing him on if there is at the moment.
Yeah.
Would that be
He's
correct?
just desperate. He's just desperate, isn't he? He's sitting there going, "I'm fucking ready."
Yeah.
Desperate,
I can't believe, just because Pap's not been on mine before, but yeah, a lot of people who come on mine go on Pap's. Maybe you try that one, just like Sparky, you did. So yeah, another good try. If it is you, mate, if it is, I apologise, but I've had two goes at me tonight, so I've got to be careful. And hang on, there's a
Mate, you've always got to be careful.
His audio's playing up. He says in the private chat.
Would that be correct to say the last one that came in Sparky's shack, they wrote in the back, but they didn't have any capital letters as well.
Wow.
Well, normally Pat has a chat in the puts a comment in the chat first before he comes on. So, what you need to do is I'll have a chat with you sometime over the weekend, Dino. I'll give you a bit of free software. Some sort of it's a social media manager, and you can verify accounts all the way back. I won't give away too much on here. I don't want to because obviously, you know, if they find out what it is, you can quickly check accounts. And you can do it whilst you're live, as it were. So it'll just cut a lot of this messing around.
Being here before, just a quick thought while smoking a fat head. Get a Mickey Mouse style now. Get all people that come on to hold up photo ID, driver's license, passport, a little provisional. You'd easily catch these childlike grown folk out.
Definitely, yeah.
Did you see the Yogi's video where he can come on somebody's face?
What?
Yogi's done a video. They've got it can come on. The example that Yogi's video used was the person came on his tops. His face.
Well, he tried it. Krinkle tried it with me. If you want, I can play you the clip because it's fucking hilarious. He tried to come on, and I was looking at him in the back room, and I thought, well, just the shape of the head that he was using is exactly the same as Krinkle's. He had white short hair, so he looked like an M&M version of what Krinkle normally looks like. That's all the difference was. And when you heard his voice, it was like deep voice, and there was lots of delays. You know, when he was trying, because all he's doing is text to speak. It takes them a while because what they've got to do, they've got to type the reply for the text to speak software to work, or the voice changer.
Right. According to Pap, his audio is now working.
Oi.
Hello, Dino.
No,
how are you?
Please set to me, SG Mike West.
That is definitely voice changer. No,
Mike Weston Trump, Dino Mike Weston Trump.
That's
and
not
SG.
you can hear that it's Krinkle. You can hear by the cadence of his voice. That's the cadence of that is not Pat. I know Pat, and that is not
Mike
Pat.
Weston Trump.
Wow. What a fucking arsehole.
Hello, Dino.
Is that the best you can
Dino?
do?
Yeah, don't give him too much airtime,
did you in the
Dino.
first place?
Don't give him too much airtime. I've been him.
Yeah, say Dino Mike Weston Trump.
Mike Weston Trump.
You know, Mike Weston Trump.
You know, Mike Weston Trump.
See, the thing is, though, Crinkle, you waited ages to start saying that. That was ages ago that Dino wanted to say that.
I tell you, mummy, Crinkle. I bet she's back in. He's back at home with mummy.
Honestly, I didn't expect this tonight, but he's trying, isn't he? I know he's only doing this because he thinks there's a weakness because, you know, Biker and
there ain't one.
Biker's not in Biker, you know, overworked himself. And
I'll give you a bit of
I
software.
wouldn't even know about it.
Yes, you know, you can check the accounts out immediately.
Yeah.
But anyway, hey, you keep wanting this attention, Crinkle, don't you? But like Mike was saying earlier on, you're probably going to get more attention off YouTube than you have been doing on it. So, Paul, if that's you, show your face, please.
Indeed.
That's not a good enough thing, though, remember, just so you know. He took video of people as well.
Yeah, got Tory P's Paul up before.
Shocking. I don't think this is Paul. So I'll just leave it there.
Right, I would say get into the subjects
I've
again.
never porn bombed you. I've never porn bombed anybody.
Right, bye. Right, what was we talking about before we got
that's my point,
rudely
yeah.
interrupted?
Well, anything that Crinkle doesn't like will be a win, really, won't it?
Yeah, let's talk about COVID coming back then, shall we? The lurgy coming back. There's a new variant that they're now starting to get the nurses to practice their next round of fucking.
Mike,
I mean, look at it.
I received a message today. Oh, sorry. I received an NHS message today. Don't forget to go and get your piece of stuff in the arm, you know?
Yeah, bollocks to that.
I got one as well, yeah. And it said a reminder, and it's like, what you're reminding me for? You've not reminded me in the past 12 months, so, you know.
I don't get them anyway because I never had it. So
no, I don't.
I haven't had it either.
Nothing, me, mate.
Mm-hmm. I found my letter. I found my original letter just earlier, going through a load of paperwork, and there was the original letter requesting me to go and get one. And I was like, no, but I'll keep this.
Yeah.
It's proof of the harassment.
Well, you know, I mean, it's just coming out now that, you know, Parliament are actually starting to talk about that. Andrew Bridgen, he's trying to make, he's making inroads at the moment in Parliament by bringing up these vaccine harms injuries and trying to highlight them. And there are a few more MPs now that are getting interested in it because 9 times out of 10, I know of someone in their circles, in their family that has been connected by this. I, you know, apart from my very own mother, I know of people in our circle of friends that have been affected by this. A guy I used to work with, he retired, funny enough, in January of 2020, just before COVID kicked in. He went through them all. He had the main shot. He had 3 boosters. Very fit guy. Used to go on lots of walks with his wife. Golf a couple of times a week. Now he's retired. He was trying to do three times a week. And it put the third one put him in his bed. And, you know, and he said, I'm not having any more. He knew it was. He said hours after I had that third shot, I felt like shit. And, you know, he said, I can't play golf because I can't stand up for too long now. He said, you know, I'm lucky if I go once a week and I'll do 4 or 5 holes rather than do 9 or 18 at a weekend, what he used to do. But yeah, so.
Have you seen Dr. Dalgleish talking at all on YouTube with Dr. Is it Dr. Campbell?
No, I haven't seen. Dr. Campbell. Yeah, not.
He was interviewing Dalgleish about it, and you know, he was basically against the jab in the first place. He was saying, you know, but he was ignored, even though he's probably one of the leading doctors in the country. You know, he was completely ignored. He doesn't believe that you know, spike proteins is the way. It's you know, initiating the body's normal T cell activation and production, which is basically your own
immunity.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm a believer
It's
in your
helping
immune system. Yeah. And that's why, it mainly attacks the vulnerable, the elderly and the vulnerable, because that's basically, what it does. I think there's a lot more to come out yet. There's a hell of a lot more to come out yet, because there's stuff going on in the States. Pfizer's actually made an admission in the last 4 to 6 weeks about the possibilities of, yes, this could be harming people. So there's a lot more to come out about that. Who did Krinkle reckon he worked for? Was it Johnson & Johnson, or was it actually Pfizer?
I don't know. Probably Poundland, I reckon, more than anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but
I think that's a bit upmarket.
The COVID. If you go back, I mean, it was flu. That was the killer. Flu, yeah. But no one said put a mask on then. No one put arrows on the floor, and you're not telling me they never thought of that up until COVID coming out, to do the same as what they did for COVID. Another scare tactic, different variants of that. You get that with many other diseases. So it's, people panic on that thought alone, the fact that they've just been through a pandemic. Well, if there's all these new variants coming out and things like that, how come we're not still in a pandemic? All the rules have changed. You can go anywhere you want, buy anything you want. You don't have to stay 2 meters apart and things like that. But yet there's still a risk there.
Yeah,
so it's
exactly.
like precautionary. Yeah. It would still be the same now as it was before. Precautionary. You could even change the legislation on it, which says you don't have to wear one, you don't have to show an exemption card or anything like that. They could even blanket that down and say you do have to. It is a requirement if you're caught without one. Apart from the ones with asthma, and there will be exceptions, but. Yeah, for me, it was just a little experiment with what's gone on, maybe for something in the future. But yeah, flu, definitely same symptoms.
Yeah,
and, people felt the same fear then as what they did about COVID.
Yeah, but we didn't wear, like you say, we didn't wear masks to it then.
No.
When it was, we had the flu.
And yet they told us it was was it that or mosquito bites, which is the biggest killer for us, flu and. Shoot a mosquito bite.
Yeah, malaria and stuff like that. Yeah.
So that knowing that this is the biggest killer, cold, flu, the simplest of things, because we all get them and it is contagious.
Yeah.
They never, even though they should have done 40, 50 years ago, look at the brains they had back then to bring out what they've got now. So a simple mask. So yeah, it makes you wonder why they did the pandemic thing, because I didn't see many other ambulances.
I think it was an experiment, Dino, just to see how many gullible would just go with it all, and a lot went with it all. They just
I said, my dad, bless him, now he's been dead over a year, but he wanted me to go with him to this vaccination centre in a massive sports hall in Wigan, and I went in. I did start filming actually, and it was like straight over. You can't, and I thought. All right, then. So what I did, I put it in my pocket and tried film covertly. And they had all these cubicles, but what I was looking at, because it's good to observe people's, eyes really. And all I saw was fear, fear, fear. And most of these people who were lining up, waiting for a number to be called out, I would say was over the age of 60 at least. And my dad's eyes as well. And I couldn't say, Dad, you don't. I just saw a lot of fear. And these cubicles, numbers, bit of equipment going on there. They even left the curtains open.
Yeah.
And they were all in aisles like that. And it's like, how staged out is this? Aisle 1, aisle 2, cubicle 3, cubicle 21.
They've done it when we as well. They done it when because my father was in a home with dementia, and it got to the stage where the nursing home said, "Oh no, you've got to be vaccinated to come in." All the people, the visitors, whether it's for close family or whatever. So she said, I was really forced into it because my mum's ill anyway, and she said, I take enough bloody medication. I just felt like I didn't need this. Well, anyway, she had the main one. Then she had 2 boosters after that, 2 follow-ups, and it was the second one that hit her. It really knocked her on her back and made her ill. And even her own GP said, don't have any more. Mrs. W, don't think of having any more. That was his advice to her. And, she used to think I was a tinfoil hatter. I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I'm just the anti-COVID vax. I've had vaccinations in the past.
Just
I don't trust my vaccinations in the past.
Sorry?
I don't trust my vaccinations in the past. It's been I've had adverse reactions.
It's before.
Remember lining up at school, and it wasn't just
that TB. I had a bad reaction. Yeah, mate. I passed out. My head hit the floor. Hard fucking floor at school. Yeah, not good.
Oh, that explains a lot then, SG. If you hit your head.
Yeah. Well, I'd have to have a brain to have anything happen though, wouldn't I?
Sorry, sorry, mate.
No. Please go on.
No, it's just took me back to them days. I mean,
I was not scared of.
It was you had to slip down to your underpants.
Well, actually, for me, we weren't all lined up. We were all crowded round the room, and they said, we did it in alphabetical order. Yeah. We usually would do a big line in alphabetical order, but we didn't. We were just all crowded round, and I wasn't exactly one of the tallest in the school, or the year or the class. And it was like, oh, I'll go first. I don't care. I'm not, because everyone was scared of this big needle, and I went, I don't care. And they pushed it into the skin of my arm. It didn't really go in. It just, made a dent, and then they pushed it, and it went. And then, I got the injection and I went, yeah, it wasn't really that bad. And everyone looked at me and went, oh, if he's all right, then book it. Yeah, it's all right. And then I just got back to class and bad reaction.
Come over all queer.
Sorry.
Yeah, and since then...
Whatever's the matter...
Oh, dear, you don't want to have a vaccination.
I've got 2 guys backstage. I'm sorry, guys. It's just, I think Smokey, right, let me put my banner up. Right, hang on. I think it is Smokey. But DJ Samuel's there as well backstage. DJ Samuel, okay. Right, just let me do this. We've got 2 spots. So Smokey's the pork chop. I don't think that's you, mate. Show us your face.
Pork chop's been used many times. Yeah. I'm not saying that's not pork chop. Yeah, I'm not saying it's not pork chop.
His face by now. He always does. He always shows his face.
He will usually,
yeah. So let me just get him, ban him off, require all guests to log in. What's all that? Right. Anyway, he's gone of his own accord. Hang on, because this would be massive for me if it is. DJ, how you doing? Can you just rhyme out Dino, Trump, Mike West, and SG?
Too much
say?
Too long.
Hey?
I Dino.
I am, mate.
Sorry, quick.
Give us a thumbs up. I think you're behind on your audio.
I've been on Streamlabs before. No.
Okay. All right.
Anyway,
but hello and thank you for always being there in that chat and being a good mod as well.
Thank you. I'm not popping long. I just want to say hi. I've not been on Streamlabs before.
It's all right. There's a slight problem with your audio. That's all.
Yeah.
It's glitching.
I think this is I think this guy's original. There's a difference in colour on the face. I've noticed with knobheads, false people that they kind of shaded a bit.
No.
So, but DJ.
Yeah, it's almost like there's a filter or something.
Yeah. You can't get it spot on, but it's near enough type of thing.
Same with the damn voice as well. It's like flat, filtered voice, isn't it?
Yeah, as well, which is easy to do, isn't it? I mean,
it is now.
Smokey's there. Paul's there as well. Friggin' hell, it's more than a full house tonight. Hey.
Hello.
Hey, boyo.
Boyo.
Right.
Is
excuse me
everyone
for-
having internet problems or something?
I don't know. It's,
This is what I
everyone's
mean. I don't
waking
know.
up.
Hello, boyo.
Everyone's got the
Or is
same.
it just Krinkle? Is it just
Paul?
Krinkle getting the internet problems and he's coming on as all these different people?
Pretty shit.
Paul,
innit?
have you changed your shirt?
Scientist.
Hello, boyo.
Hello,
Paul,
boyo.
Paul, pull your collar up. Pull your collar up like that. It'll suit you. You'll look more cool.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Smokey, send me a message to say it's you.
They've all got the same microphone problems. That
Yeah, they
sounds
do.
itself, yeah.
Hello.
They've all got the same microphone issues. That's funny.
Hello, boyo.
He's on
Hello,
one.
He's saying the same thing. That's definitely not Smokey. I'm going to vote no.
Yeah, Krinkle's got a parrot out. It's the same. You're saying the same things. Hello, boyo, in the same cadence, in the same voice.
I'd say just don't wait too long trying to get him on.
Right. I just need DJ Samuel. He's gone off, but I actually think he would genuine.
Yeah, but no, DJ Samuel's in the chat. He said, "Sorry, mate, I couldn't hear you." So that was obviously DJ Samuel.
I think it was. And when we spoke, since the banner's gone up, he was behind. His audio was all over the place. So try and get back on, mate. I'll just stick the link up again.
Be careful, Krinkle will be cloning him as soon as he can.
Well, yeah, this is it. He's going for it tonight. That's for sure. How long have we been on? Started at 8. We had a 5-minute break, so 8 and then an hour and a half. So
he's probably ordered a couple of crack deliveries.
Smokey.
Hello, boyo.
Is that you? Can you just rhyme
How you doing, boyo?
Jesky, Mike West, and Trump?
Are you good? Are you good?
I'm good.
Mike West and Trump. Are you good? No, boyo.
That's not Smokey. Checked it.
Yeah, choose something else to say. By the way, Dino. Now he's got that down, hasn't he?
Same thing, and it was Mike West and Trump. Mike West and Trump, just like the last one.
Yeah.
Stepper Style is Patsy Kelly in there as well. Thanks so much, Patsy. Listen, he's trying to bombard us tonight. Yeah, he's got me twice.
He likes you, Dino, doesn't
he? Yeah, I think he wants anyway.
Bum sex with you, bum sex.
Yeah, getting that because I'm not. Yeah, I'm.
He keeps showing bum sex, and I'm sure that's what he's desperate for. Krinkle wants a little bit of bum action.
Yeah, I reckon so, and he must be missing it.
Yeah.
When did he get out of this?
Mummy won't give it to him. Oh, Airwolf's back. Did I?
Yeah, I've never been away.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't think it was you because you have got Trump up. Literally, I'm thinking, Christ, that's Airwolf's voice. Where's that coming
from? 2024, it's happening.
Right, gotcha. I'm easily confused nowadays.
Zara, no offense, right, but the past is the past for me. But you know, I have learned in between. You have been part of his thingy, and it's unusual to see you in here tonight. And then for me to get, you can understand where I'm coming from with that, can't you? I mean, can't believe Smokey's what? Under what? I'm not taking this.
Do you know who's coming next? It'll be who was the posh guy? Oh God, what was his name?
Peter Pope.
No, he was really posh. Yesterday, I got caught in a Nazi uniform and.
You mean Horace?
But Horace, that's it. Yeah.
God, yeah.
Do you remember Horace?
Yeah, definitely do. Yeah.
I had to go to Russia to meet my lady friend, and I sent some photographs that he pulled off of Google. I remember all that. That was hilarious.
We had some good laughs actually with Horace.
I don't dislike Horace. In a few in the last few months, I don't know if it's a ploy, but he'd said that Krinkle had been proved wrong by his experience about the jabs and that, you know.
Yeah. Careful.
So Yeah, but he didn't change his tune after that. So I don't know, but I haven't seen him about much.
You've got
Yeah,
Horace
there's always
backstage,
that.
by the way.
You could tell he towards.
Oh,
Well,
look,
maybe
there's a horse in the back. He's in the back.
Yeah, I've heard him kick off as well, right? Do you know what I mean? In the with people in the chat, like trying to put him down, but his avatar was as a soldier, and he was saying that was him.
He was.
It could have been.
I do believe he was in the engineers. I do believe that.
Yeah, no, he probably was. Yeah,
I don't know what rank, but he sounded like an officer. You know, he's got that. I mean, you don't normally hear a private or a corporal going, "Oh, you know, it's jolly nice, isn't it?"
Yeah.
But it's like the way his conversation went. It's like, where you're sitting on the fence with that type of person, you know. But, he never did any harm to me. Or anything like that, and he did have some good conversation in him. He clued up on a few things. We're going back a bit now.
He was all right with car insurance. He used to work for, didn't he? He was, I don't know if he is now, but he used to be something in car insurance. He was all right on that. But yeah, other than that, so there. Oh, he's in the back chat, in the private chat, apparently.
Yeah.
Right. Listen, Zara, you're not fooling me. All right.
That's not his usual full name for his avatar.
We're the Toxic Twins. What do you mean by that? You mate, you're sick.
Who said that? The Toxic Twins.
Yeah.
Smokey the arsonist.
What the fuck? Look, the last time I heard about Smokey, he was in the hospital. So,
same.
You know.
Yeah. And do you know what? He came on briefly last time I saw him, and that must have been months ago. And he said, "I haven't been on, because it's like Krinkle, and Krinkle's been coming on. I can't stand that fucking fella and all that." And then I put my hand up and said, I know, I'm sick of giving him chances. And I think it was at that point it did become over. Like, that's it, gone. And no porn bombing for ages.
What's he in hospital for, Dino?
I can't remember for sure, but it was a few problems. It weren't just one thing. I think it was something definitely physical.
Right.
Plus, he did. He won't mind me saying this, Smokey, but he tried to take an overdose. I think it could have been when he was in hospital, and he was in a bad place, and it was all about.
From what I've heard, Dino,
Free and his friend.
Yes.
What the other Welsh fella?
JB and all that shit.
Yeah, and then Live Free went, and the Smokey was upset about all that.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, all that.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
So he's a very soft, gentle little bloke. He's Smokey. I'm not saying he's little, but he's a gentle guy, a gentleman, and something like that where a lot of us could tough it out. He could, but I don't think he wasn't well. He wasn't well.
That's right. If you're not at 100%, it's more difficult to outlast this shit sometimes, isn't it? You know.
True. Absolutely.
Like I've been having a little bit of a problem lately because I believe both of my parents have out of this is my father's comment as well. Yes, we both seem to have had cancer out of nowhere within a year.
Oh, really?
And that's really been affecting me, especially the other day when they came back and said, "Oh yeah, while we were out, we've just been for our, cupcake in the arm." Whee! Because they don't believe the things I say, and that was my mother's way of, making herself right. But no, I've tried and tried. I've tried and tried.
I'm with you on that, mate. Similar, but it was.
I'm having difficulty, it not affecting my well-being, emotional well-being. As people come at me, I kind of I'm reacting a bit more. Just because in general I'm not myself.
Yeah, I mean it's a different emotion what you're going through, innit? And you can be quickly reactive to anything. What's probably most upset you in the past, and it's like you want it to go away, and some fuckers brought it up again, and it's like.
And you use them as a scapegoat, don't you, for it? And you don't want to. but it just affects your well-being to that point where it does.
Who's info?
You can.
Info.
Who's who?
I don't know, but are we meant to believe that's true? Because where's your evidence on that? What you're saying is, guys, you lot are clueless, smoky.
What the hell are you talking? Yeah, but the thing is, though, Dino, you see, why is somebody coming here and talking about that when we aren't anything to do with them really and their thing that happened? And we're not talking about it.
He's not even on here, so it's not
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, he brought it
You
up
know
on
what I mean?
Society
He
X's.
doesn't come on.
Yeah, I think he done it when Base Welshman come on. He brought this conversation up. So obviously, info is Krinkle again. You know, you do what you get.
He's put a link up there, according to
I'll give it
ITV. That's happened, but I don't know who binks it and
Yeah, but
Michelle.
read the story. Read the
Of
story.
course, you can believe ITV. Of course.
Yeah, but read the actual story. There's nothing in it. There's nothing in it. It's 6 were charged and released, and that was it. It was a bin that caught fire. It was probably one of the security guards that threw a fucking cigarette end in it. It was outside anyway. It wasn't in the hotel. And Krinkle, you're shit at doing your fucking research.
Is that
Everything,
the best
everything
you can do,
is
Krinkle, honestly? What about you? I mean, there's an amazing amount of stuff what Mike's got on you, and he wouldn't do it the way you do it.
Not you, not the way he does
Mike's
it.
got a brain, you know that thing in your head, what you're meant to have, rather than just an empty space. And
the man from Adidas that really worked at Adidas.
I'm washing up bowls.
I don't think that's Cash, and I don't think that's James either. I know they both show the face straight away right now. If it was,
yeah.
Okay, see you,
Mike. Do you have a channel?
Oh yeah. Old Krinkle kept reporting it. Yeah, because didn't align with his far left socialist communist ways. So,
well, he's actually targeted all three of our channels over the last couple of years, hasn't he?
Official, if that's you, tell me about that video where you use my voice.
Who's that?
Right, just Official. Remember Official?
Oh, Official.
Yeah.
I think she was called something else back then, but hang on. I was meant to put my banner up first, right?
On live.
I've got to say, a lot of these names are in capitals, and that isn't usually what everyone does.
James's isn't, but Official, if that's you, I know what you look like.
All I can say is it's still about Krinkle, innit? It's still about Krinkle.
Yeah.
We can't continue because it's still about Krinkle.
That is on your washing up bowl.
James, I don't think so.
Man.
Right, just let me try. I don't think it is, but I may as well try it. James.
Hello. It is me.
Hello. Can you just quickly please say to me, SG, Mike West and Trump?
SG, Mike West and Trump.
I don't know if that's a good enough thing to ask him, though. What about Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper?
Peter Piper picked a piece of pickled fucking pepper.
I think that is James.
That sounds like James, yes.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Come on, let's.
Oh, you gotta.
Right.
Can you do a backflip?
Oh,
can you do a backflip?
No, his actual emblem. I'm looking at Vincent Vega's avatar
yeah.
now, and it's faded. But James,
Vincent's been used many times by Krinkle.
Yeah. Watch it. He's been done a lot. Vincent Vega. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's desperate tonight. This is all his tools in his armory. Krinkle's tools in his armory, and he's doing a shit job of it.
Yeah, he's on the warpath, is he?
Oh yeah.
Wanker.
He is
I only come, Dino. Sorry, I only come up to say that I'm blocked in your chat for some reason.
What?
What?
I'm blocked in your chat.
Right,
I'm surprised at that.
James, what it is, right? I hardly go into there because Barker used to do a lot of work for me in there, right? But I looked into it one night because the chat seemed strange. And I didn't hear from one or two people after it. So I went into it, and every single person, most of the people who normally come in were blocked.
Wow.
Now, how does that work out?
Sounds like you've got a rogue mod again.
A Rouge mod, yeah.
There's only 3 people who can go into my channel in the studio bit, and
Yeah, but if you've got a
do
mod,
that
they can still
as an
block them,
admin.
right? If you've got a rogue mod, they can still block the people.
I reckon I've had a couple thinking back now.
That's not that's not official, by the way.
It's not. I didn't think
it was.
Oh, and also, Smokey was about earlier, so I know that
Okay.
weren't Smokey. I know that weren't Smokey
Yeah.
just now, obviously. But Smokey has been about. He's still in hospital, but he looked a lot better. To be fair.
Oh,
good.
That's good news.
He's having trouble walking and stuff
Hopefully
like that.
this will get through, and he might come on next time. Maybe
Yeah, yeah,
Friday,
yeah.
you
Yeah.
know. I don't think that's you, Vincent, because you know you're wasting your time on here with me.
I don't think he'd even bother, so we know that's not him.
So anyway, at least we've leveled down a bit after what happened at the beginning. Friggin' hell.
What did I miss? What happened?
Oh, well, he's been trying and trying and trying and trying.
Wow.
Unbelievable. And then in
Oh,
the
yeah,
chat,
because it says part 2. You didn't get Bomb Bomb, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
First time in ages. Second one, I've kept it on because it was like half a second. Quickly removed, like Sparky's shacked. He's tried all kinds tonight.
Oh yeah, Sparky's been
All
doing
kinds.
the rounds the last
Hey up,
couple of
Yorkshire
days.
Monkey, how you doing, pal?
What's wrong with 50-odd-year-old man acting like that? It's just ridiculous. Teenagers behave.
What?
I was just saying, a 50-odd-year-old man acting like the way he does.
That's pathetic.
It's
Yeah.
teenage behaviour, isn't it?
Well, my son's 17 and he don't act like that.
Yeah.
Oi, Mike. I heard that you said you was from East London.
Yes.
What part?
Isle of Dogs.
Wow. Stone's throw for me. I'm from Stepney, me.
Oh, you're from Stepney, are you? Just up the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Small world, man.
Cubitt Town. That's where I'm from, on the Isle of Dogs.
Ah.
He's
Yeah.
a right Irish Londoner, aren't you, James?
I am indeed.
Where have you been, by the way, for ages?
Oh, here, there,
I'll
and
tell you what,
everywhere.
you know what I think? Because I have had time to think, and I don't really look back at much, but I do actually believe I just went boring. And I do. You went, if you look back at the view and all that,
you got I don't want to upset you or offend you in any way, but you seem to get a bit
go on,
I
James.
don't know, a bit how can I put it diplomatically? All right, give me a second. You got a bit for want of a better phrase, a bit up yourself. But we can forgive you.
What do you mean by that?
I don't know, you got a bit it's hard to, you know, when someone's a bit like, you know, when they get someone gets really overconfident.
Oh,
I'm not saying you was overconfident, but you was like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. But I still love you.
I didn't realise I was confidence-wise on lives, yeah.
Yeah, but you had a lot happen to you, Dino.
And then
you lost your dad and this and that, and you know, after that you went a little bit. Well, we understood it, you know. Everyone.
Well, you know, it's going to be different now, and you know, I don't mind the challenge, and obviously, Biker's not here, so like when Biker were here, like no one had a chance. He'd check them out within a few seconds.
Yeah.
If need be. Well, all right, so it's more of a challenge for me, but it was like this slightly before Biker. You know, I've got lots of love and respect for him, by the way.
Yeah,
but now it is different, and I can't do videos at the minute because I'm physically not right yet. But get back in the lives, and then hopefully, I mean,
yeah, you broke your leg, didn't you? You broke your leg.
Yeah, I'm not
right.
hip.
Oh my god! Oh, that's old men's stuff. That is.
Bloody hell.
The hip went, and then the femur went, I think, just below the hip, and so they've just nailed it. And when they come and did a checkup on me, this therapist, whatever he will, like, he was saying, Luke, he said, what you've got normally, he says, is in older people. He says, you're a young man. He said, but it's normally what we're seeing kind of that age group. And I thought, shit, is something wrong with my bones and stuff like that? But no, it's all right now. I'm honestly, slight limp, bit of a twinge from time to time.
So no artificial parts? No artificial parts? Like
no, nothing like that. Just
pinned it. Just pinned it, yeah?
They just nailed it, yeah. And there's 3 stitches, so I didn't understand that. So there's one just below me, one in the middle of my thigh, and one just above my knee. And so I can see what they've done. They've just nailed it.
I see. Yeah. So you had you on traction. Had you on traction?
Fractured femur, yeah. And you know what? I did get to the phone. Where I fell next to the table. And I could hardly explain. I was in that much pain. I said, I can't move. I'm on the floor. It's hurting and things like that. 9 hours. And I only knew that. I knew I passed out. But I only knew it was 9 hours because the paramedic who was there said, he's been here for 9. It's been 9 hours. So that was from the paramedic, you know.
Wow.
Official, quick banner. It could be. I don't think it is. Mind you, I don't know.
Hey, it's definitely me. How do I look like a fucking AI? Are you joking?
I've not seen you for ages, have I?
I know. And I've got dark hair and everything. I understand that.
Wow.
What do I do? Should I turn my camera off?
No, not your camera. Whatever.
Just keep me on live. Just keep me on live. It's fine.
Yeah, but the
echo.
Oh, hang on. Yeah, let me just. Yeah. No, I tried to come in on my MacBook, but my thingy, my camera's full. Honestly, 1 minute. Is that better?
Yep.
Is that better?
No.
It's not better.
You've got 2 things going on at the same time. One is this.
Hang on.
So whatever the other one is.
Right, I've got Google. Is that better?
Come on, that's
so 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
No, it's still bad.
Still there. Oh, can you move?
I'm sorry. I don't know what to do. I don't know. Dino, I just wanted to say I'm sorry for the echo, yeah? I know what happened. Somebody came onto my StreamYard, which was live, and put a link in the back chat. And then I clicked on that link from the StreamYards and came straight over to hi. And came straight over to yours. So whoever did that was down as AJ Smith. It wasn't AJ because it was AJAY Smith. So whatever. Nice to see you though, Dino.
Yeah, I mean, you haven't changed much, I don't think.
Apart from a rare colour.
How long have you been doing this now? You can't even turn the other thing off.
I can do, but not on my phone though, Dino. I can't. I don't know what. It's like whatever. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do on my phone. I'm usually on my Chromebook, which is broken, so I'm on a MacBook, which is shit. Yeah, so I don't know how to fucking like do. I can't come back. Do you want me to come back on the MacBook and you let me on?
As long as you only have the StreamYard on.
Yeah, I can do it on my MacBook, but not on this. I'll be back in a minute. Yeah.
All right.
Right. Well, I'll set. What should I say? I don't know. I can't say it here because like whatever. I'll type it in the back chat now, and then I'll type it. Yeah, hang on 1 minute. Let me tell you.
Right, what crazy! I can't believe this.
Don't you think she looks slimmer with brown hair?
Official, I'll set you off. She's saying, "Oh, I'll come up with." And from thinking back, she was always like that. There was always an echo or something. What do I do here and things like that. I hope you're listening. I don't know. What have I had to put up with tonight?
Terrible.
Terrible, but I'll tell you what I put up with. I put up with honesty, and that means a lot on here. And that James, he's just told me something I never realised I were doing, and I don't want to get overconfident. You know, I was just loving my lives. I've said to a few people, I live for my lives, and then
being a bit self-righteous. That's very mild. But yeah, maybe a little bit. I don't know.
If that's the only thing you can think of, James, that's not too bad, is it?
It's not.
No, I can. I'm thinking now, and I just think, yeah. And if I watch back to them, yeah, and I don't know. I suppose, but I didn't realise, and I don't, but at least,
Did you hear about Shady?
Yeah.
Dino, did you hear about Shady?
Who?
Shady. Did you hear about him?
No, I've not heard about Shady for ages.
He's supposed to be in a bad way in hospital with cirrhosis.
Oh,
Is it
God.
cirrhosis? I think he might have cirrhosis or
The
something.
liver.
Liver anyway.
Yeah, and he turned yellow.
Jaundice or something. Jaundice,
Yeah.
maybe, I don't know.
Yeah,
well, there is a
jaundice
chance
from it.
as long as he gets help. But I mean, if he's gone yellow and just like fucks the help off and carries on, then he's gone with him. But
well, apparently he went yellow overnight, so that's a bad sign. That's a bad sign.
We know he was drinking a lot, but he drank, it seems, some more because of the stress he was getting from YouTube.
Oh, I don't believe that.
That has been said.
It has been said, yeah.
That's
just an excuse. That's just an excuse. Look, he was an alcoholic. He was a self-proclaimed alcoholic. He drank as much as he could get down his fucking neck. And if he survives this and he don't change, then the man's a fool.
Well, yeah, it's the biggest scare, really, that you can get, isn't it?
Oh, okay. UK lady just said. I don't know if I believe that though, because they were talking
James,
to those in hospital earlier.
Mostly insects as well.
Yeah, that was.
Couldn't believe it. And Ali, she blew me away when she came on. I'll be with you, official, in a sec. And she came on, put a message on the live. I replied, and a little voice that night. All right. And it was like, no, believe it, all that. And I went,
get me doorbell on.
I was.
Fucking wait.
That's his Just Eat.
But it was nice to have her on. So I have to go back.
What is that? His daughter? Yeah, that was his daughter, right? Is that his daughter?
I remember mostly having his daughter on in the beginning. Yeah.
His daughter
you mean?
Ellie.
Oh, so you mean Mrs. Insect?
He's Mrs.
Twin something now.
Everyone thought she was a make-believe, mostly.
Yeah.
Mrs. Insect.
Yeah.
And it turns out now she had the courage to come on and say what she said, and kept her nerve with it as well, because she was on the edge of just bursting. And everyone gave her a lot of time to say what she wanted to say. And she said to me, actually on the live in a comment, thanks to everyone for giving me the time to speak. I really felt for her. Imagine finding that out and everyone's going to be going, oh shit, I'm sorry, and shit like that.
Yeah, that was liver failure as well, wasn't it? That was liver failure, I think.
The trolls were after mostly and everything, weren't they? In that.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't help himself, and Ali is Mrs. Insects. She wouldn't disagree with that. He never helped. He didn't help himself, but he were a bit moody, Lewa, and when you caught him in a bad mood, he still wouldn't be aggressive because of it being in a bad mood like some people would. But in a good mood, it's like you could just talk to him all night. But a controversial guy and obviously misunderstood, and she's gutted, and she just wanted to tell everyone, look, I'm not make believe, and you know, and you all done this and you all done that, and yeah, you know, it's a bloody shame.
It was a shocker, that's for sure. I know they weren't together anymore, but you know, and his boys he left behind, you know, it's always bad, right? Always bad when that sort of things happen.
Right, Official, come on, have you sorted your sound out?
Yes.
Oh, that don't sound like official to me.
It's official, of course.
That's official. Yeah.
Can you say she sells seashells on the seashore?
She sells seashells on the seashore.
I'd say that's definitely official.
That's
Shining Sarah sitting in a shining china shop. Shining
I've
china.
never heard that one. Jesus.
I'm not a pheasant plucker, I'm the pheasant plucker's son. I'm only plucking pheasants till the pheasant plucker comes.
Yeah,
I know a slightly different one, but yeah, I'm not a pheasant plucker's mate. I'm not a pheasant plucker. I'm a pheasant plucker's
we've
mate.
had this one
I'm only
before.
plucking pheasants because the pheasant plucker's late.
Yeah, we've had this one before. Your one don't make
We
no
haven't.
sense. Yeah, your one don't make no sense.
Sorry about the phone, Dino. I don't know how to. It's really weird because obviously
Your sound is perfect now.
yeah, obviously it is because I'm on a MacBook. Yeah, but it still fucking it still fucks me off though because I can't I don't know how to. On a phone, I always have that echo, and like loads of people do it on a phone, yeah, but I just can't do it on a phone.
I know where you're coming from.
That's what she said.
Yeah. How you doing, Dino? Are you all right, man?
You know what, I'm getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a tough year, and
yeah, man.
You know, everything's just fizzled out a little bit, and
half
of it, I just can't believe, like, you know, but you know, whatever happens.
Things happen, man. Though everything for a reason.
Yeah, I know. I just think I think like James was saying, I just might have got a bit too much, but that wasn't the reason really.
Hey, listen, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have had 2.8 million views, man.
I know how much do you owe me, man?
Viral video.
I'm not there yet, Dino.
She never even asked me permission, though.
Whoa.
I said it to her one night. She went, yeah,
Striker, that's what she would do.
But don't forget, it's even worse for official because she never monetized at that point, did you?
Well, I've never monetized. I've not monetized.
Yeah, so if you had a monetized, how much would you got from how many million views?
10 grand. I think it was 10 grand.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah. I'll not say it, Dino. Yeah, I think so.
It's only money.
Yeah, exactly. It's only fucking money. You can always make money.
You can't miss what you've never had, can you?
Exactly. Master Ron, that's not you.
Isn't it?
Master One would be in the chat saying,
I would imagine so.
Sparky's in the back, but I don't know if it's Sparky.
I think what happened, I think what I was saying before, Dino, which probably didn't sound great and everything. But when I was doing like a little story about my day to day and stuff, and somebody, it said AJ Smith, which is AJ AY Smith, and put your link in the back chat. So I clicked on that back chat, and then when I came in, I heard something weird before I went. So I think whatever. So I might have brought some like trolls or something. I don't know, and I'm sorry. It's not my fault that they're weird.
It's all right. Let's just crack on with a bit of laughter and fun, and maybe whatever. You know, what have you been up to anyway? I know what James has been up to. Trouble.
Loads of trouble.
just working a little bit, Dino. Doing up my gaff. And I'm trying to write a book. I'm trying to do that. I'm 7 chapters in. Hoping to put that out on Amazon, but I'm a procrastinator. Yeah, I'm just like, oh.
Are we not allowed to know because with it being a book, it's like a quarantine? We're not allowed until it's finished.
Is it fictional though? Can you tell us that?
Yeah, it's what is fiction? I always get mixed up between fiction and non-fiction.
Fiction is untrue. Fiction is untrue.
Dino's like, fucking hell. Can you imagine?
You don't know what the word fact means then.
No, I do. But when I was at university and everything, I did like media and stuff. I always got mixed. I used to have this conversation about fiction and non-fiction, and it always did my head in, yeah, because I always thought that fiction was real. Is fiction real? No, it's not, is it?
No, no. Science fiction. Science fiction. Always remember that one.
It's the same as non-fiction, so it's basically the same
fictional. So if it's
thing.
fictional,
when
it's
you
not
hear
real.
the non,
And it's a fiction. It's a fictional story, and I'm hoping to finish it, put it on Amazon, sell it for $9.99, get like 4,000 people buying it, which will be great. And then
you need a publisher for that. You'll only get.
I don't know, Dino.
Amazon's the publisher, yeah.
Yeah, I talked to somebody about this though, Dino. The thing is though, if I write it and then put it on Amazon, then I've got my copyright, yeah, because nobody else can say that it's like that, yeah. So I've got my copyright. Nobody can copy it because it's mine, yeah, and it's there in literally black and white on Amazon. And then all of a sudden, some mush from a studio company comes along and goes, "That's brilliant. Let's make a film out of it." That would be ideal. But I've got 7 chapters to go, Dino. I've got 7 chapters.
So give us a rough idea how many pages.
Well, I don't know in pages. It's probably
is it an epic or like a condensed story?
It's part 1. There'll be a sequel. And I'll give you a bit of an insight. Yeah, I passed it over to somebody, and they said to me that it was a little bit like Bill and Ted's Adventures.
Is it based on Ultra and AJ?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're talking comedy, aren't we? Don't want to.
Yeah. Well, what they said was it was like Bill and Ted's because there is an element of like future and
that's a nice use for that subject, Bill and Ted.
Yeah.
I mean, future and past. Yeah.
Yeah, there is an element of future there, and there's an element of somebody when I went to the supermarket, so I met this guy that I hadn't seen for ages. He was one of my daughter's mates at junior school's dad, and he went, "You've got to remember that the hero always has a story and stuff." And I'm like, "Yes, mate." Sounds good.
I think it's great to actually write a book because it must be difficult to do that. I mean, I've thought about it myself.
It's hard, Dino. It's hard.
And then I've always given after about.
Yeah, I used to write stories, but writing a book. Oof.
I know. Well, do you know what? Keep at it. I hope you're. And if it does go on the shelf, on here, this channel.
Dino, sorry. Sparky said he's in the back. I'm just checking his. I can't check his channel. Sparky said he's in the back. Benson Rants.
Is that good, James?
Well, have one of your mods check Benson Rants to see if it's.
Guys, put your banner up, Dino. Put your banner up, and then you'll know.
Yeah, but it's bruv, the word bruv, and I'm seeing Sparky backstage at the same time.
Yeah. Benson Rants is
what Sparky says, isn't it?
Yeah, he's got a channel, and obviously he's in the back. He's saying he's in the back, so if we can verify that is Sparky Benson Rants channel, then we know it's Sparky in the back.
Yeah, but Master Runovich in the back.
There's more chance of it being.
I don't think Sparky saying I'm in the back. Well, he don't talk more articulate than that.
Master Ron always 9 times out of 10 says something in the chat before he actually comes.
Unless it's a case of him being blocked or something by accident, or.
What do you think about this, Dino? What do you think about all these people like doing this shit? Because it's another level of shit show, isn't it, Dino?
Well, I don't know if he was listening earlier. I doubt it, but Mike was saying a lot. He might fill you in now with what we were talking about him.
Right.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's progressively getting worse with all this stuff, and it's getting more and more sexualized. as it goes along. You know, I mean, 2 years ago he was leaving. I had a mobile phone that I used to take phone calls on the when we were doing the Bastion radio channel, and the calls that phone was ringing all night. I mean, early hours of the morning. In the end, I just left it, you know, muted. But you'd wake up in the morning, there'd be like 20, 30 messages there, offering blowjobs and, oh, you want me to come in and suck you off, didn't you? And he'd be leaving them on my phone, Fluke's phone. And
Was I on Bastion Radio, mate?
That's obsession.
No, I think I first
I
come across
was.
you.
I think I was.
No, you was, weren't you? Yes.
Yeah.
No, you was. Yeah. And I'm trying to think where I first saw you, and I think. Well, did you went on Jamie's channel, didn't you? Not Society X, the other Jamie May. Oh Christ, what was his channel called?
Yeah, because it was with it was a really good. It was with the American guy. It was a really good.
Yeah. Yeah, back in the day. But you know,
Mike.
yeah, hello, official. Yeah, Krinkle had that taken down because you could just constantly kept reporting the channel, saying that we're discussing the COVID and all that stuff. So,
and that was rubbish because that was a really good radio show. Are you still doing that?
Well, it's come. I've only recently, in the last 2 or 3 weeks, sort of making a comeback.
Cool.
It's not like it was on Bastion. It's just a bit of a whinge on a Sunday night, and
you've got a great voice and a brilliant.
Well, I feel like I'm back because I started that channel, was it 2014? And I'm back there again. There's like, oh God, lucky if I've got 100 subscribers, if that.
It's not about the subscribers.
No,
right?
it's not. I've always believed it's the, the quality, not the quantity. Trouble is, you start getting the quantity in, the stats go up saying that you're going to get a load of shit with it as well. So I'd rather have, the low quantity than the quality rather than the high quantity. You know what I mean? Yeah.
But what you're saying is important, and these people haven't read the news or seen the news or anything like that. You're a guy who implants it into people anyway. So for me, the more the merrier for you. It's got nothing to do with anything else other than having more people interested in what you're saying. Forget money, forget all the monetary.
Well, I've never monetized it. I've since 2014. I've never been monetized. I'm not in this for the money. I don't do it for the money.
I know we can, Mike. We can tell that. We can tell. We every time we can hear your passion.
The thing is, what makes me laugh is
research, and I think you've got a job as well.
Sorry, Mike. Yeah, it's difficult though because you've got the thing is though you've got you talk sports and your GB news and and your I think they're called New Vez News or what I think.
That
and stuff, and they're massive, but they're they're obviously something to do with the mainstream media. They've got to be because you can't you know yourself. You interview people, you do whatever. I remember the interview with the American guy and I think it wasn't Fluke, it was the other guy and it was really good. It was really good. I sent it over to somebody and he was like, you sound like Katie Hopkins. I don't know whether that's a good thing. He was
GB News, you look at something like GB News, they use the old hook scenario, and I call it the hook scenario. So for the first year or two, what they'll do, they will discuss what everyone's moaning about and do stories on that. But if you've noticed now...
That's easy, isn't it?
It is, yeah. But now what they're doing, they're slowly getting rid of the presenters that are the ones that really do want to talk about all the stuff that we're interested in. You got Ofcom playing the role in the background that, it's the dirty devils from Ofcom that are giving them all the shit. Well, no, that was always the plan. It's Saudi funded for a start. I wouldn't trust anything that has Saudi money behind it. And they do a good job of saying what we want to hear.
It's not just in the UK though that's happening, is it? Mike, it's like
America.
Tucker Carlson was took down off the the US news
Yes,
as well.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah. It's happening everywhere. SG. That's unfortunate. But
It is, and it's more difficult to get, because I know that you was quite sort of like out there and everything with like, you know, the radio and stuff. You was like allowing people, especially that American guy, because he was like, what's happened to that American guy? What was he called, Mike?
yeah, I'm trying to think of his name now. Oh God. What was his name? Oh, official.
He was good though. He was
Yeah, he was.
really good.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Oh God, rack me brain now.
Maybe have a look up, have a look up of it. But he was just like he was really he was really vocal, and he really had something to say, and he was a good addition to.
Oh yeah, and that's what we need.
It wasn't 1984, was it? No.
Yeah.
What?
Tony,
What's
can I just only quickly though? Tony Whitworth's in there, guys, and he deserves a lot of respect. He just comes in with random stuff like he must watch a lot of things, and he's just put that in there, you know. He does that. We can be halfway through Banton. Tony will just put this shit's going on. You know,
I've always had to bring up Tony for what he said. It's so important what he says. He also mentioned
words, and he'll vouch for that. Very important what he says.
Never a truer word said.
But you always need protesters, right, SG, don't you? You always need protesters. You always have to have protesters. Otherwise, everybody just goes along.
That's not allowed anymore. We're not allowed to protest, are we?
But people are. People are still doing that. Of course they
are.
Yeah.
Not a real protest. Like there's rules for a protest.
Exactly. Yeah. What we need to go beyond bloody protest now. We need to get civil disobedience.
Protesting hasn't done enough, unfortunately.
I'll tell you what, but me and Mike spoke about it. I think it was on Mike's. We were on about it, and I was saying that, you know, I've been there as well. I'm not just watched it. You know, you got a front line of this, then another line, then another line, then after that, and people are saying, "What? Oh, you know, we just break through the line," and it's like problem solved, and it's like, you know, that's the kind of mindset we need to get rid of, because protest will not work.
No, and I saw something, Dino, the other day. It was the poll tax like riots and stuff, and like. And what I see like creeping in and stuff is like raves in car parks and stuff, which I saw when I was like 19, 20 and stuff, with warehouses and that. And I think the way to protest is through music and through having like, you know, raves in places or whatever fucking music you want. But just having like social gatherings. Brave New World. I remember the first rave that I went to was called Brave New World. It had flowers on the flyer. It was chucked all over. You know, you like
the 90s.
I think it's official. I was around then, and I was involved in that rave scene, and I loved it. But that was eventually it became infiltrated and commercialized. And then destroyed
from within.
I'm not saying that Tony put that comment up earlier about crisis actors and things like that, and I've seen them firsthand. I've seen them because I've been to London, Bradford, a few other places at protests. I've seen that guy, same attire on. That guy was there at Bradford. He's here at Parliament Square. Same attire on.
Disgusting, you know.
Absolutely is, and they're hidden in plain sight. And because you know, at Parliament Square one day, I think it was one of the hottest days of the year. One cop was almost collapsing. A female WPC, she's only about 4'6". All this gear on weighed heavier than she did, and honestly, I felt for her. You know, he wouldn't have had a chance. But this one guy, this black fella. This Londoner went straight up to a cop like that in his face. Listen, I thought, I've seen you before. I've seen you do the same thing. If I'd have done that, I'd have got, if anyone else would have done
Really?
that, they'd have got. And I thought, how come you just got away with that when him just down there on that side of the square has just been arrested for doing the same thing as you? You know, you see it.
So it's the way forward music. I think that like your thing. Yeah. With Bastion Radio, is music the way forward, mate? Of course it is.
Well, it is. See, the thing that pissed me off, Official, with some of these protests, I've been up to once in London when the COVID stuff was on. I've been down to Dover about the immigrants and all that. I've been to the Bristol demonstrations as well. And I'll tell you what, there's, one thing was certainly clear to me, certainly in London. You can see the agent provocateurs, all the police, because they're all wearing the same thing. They signify themselves by wearing black rucksacks and black baseball caps, and the rest of it, they're all in civvies. So that's how I was noticing these guys with the backpacks on and the black caps were going out, raging everyone up, or trying to start.
Quite common, Mike. That's quite common, though, don't you think?
That is common, yeah. But in Bristol, and it was the first time I noticed it, because in Dover, when I was in Dover a couple of weeks before that, there was an old 2010 plate police van that was dumped at the end where the march was meant to be coming through on the sort of down by the port. And I thought, hold on a minute, let's just check this out. Well, there was no MOT on it. Okay, the argument there is that the police do their own MOTs with their engineers. And I thought, well, normally the police don't keep their vehicles for more than 5 years. What is an old van doing here? They had that place. They wanted that. I think they were going to set fire to it. But unfortunately for them, and it all worked to queue, about 5 p.m. that afternoon, the local BBC news turned up, and there was some press, photography press, Kent Online, and people like that were turning up. And there was one I was taking the piss out of, and it was the BBC presenter. She looked exactly like Margherita Pragatan, and I said on my video, Margherita Pragatan.
I used to love her. Clive Allen. Clive Allen.
That's the one.
Margherita Pragatan.
I love you.
Anyway, I'm forgetting where we're going with this now.
Margherita.
You got distracted.
I've done it now, and I was just mentioning her name. But the thing is, as soon as the press and the camera set up, the police, right? I filmed them coming out of TSG vehicles down a side street, and they were banging their shields, going, "Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go!" Banging their shields. That's before, and then they just run out in front of the TV. There was one TV camera there from the BBC, and all these reporters were there, cameras going, and they run out and they watch them charging into the crowd. They provoked it. I think little, God, what was his name? Little Veteran was the first one they hulked out and gave him some jib.
Okay.
It's embarrassing, isn't it? It's embarrassing though that they are doing that when you've got like genuine protesters who really have a problem with whatever's going on or doing whatever anywhere, and then you get bad protesters that set fire to shit and everything, which is just like abhorrent, really.
There's always somebody who gives everyone a bad name.
Sometimes it's the police doing that. That's the thing.
Well, we've moved on a stage with it all now. I can show you. People's probably seen it. It's all over Twitter today. I can show you a quick video here of a guy. If you think about all the marches that have gone on every weekend so far about Palestine and the ISIS flags and everything else, all the other flags, the Hamas flags showing. Well, a guy went out with a video camera. I think it was West Ham. It was in East London. It looked like West Ham to me, but they didn't say where it was, but it was just East London. And he's gone out because there's all Palestinian flags on the lampposts hanging off shop fronts. And all he's done on Facebook is just with a video camera gone, what are all these flags up? I don't want to see all these flags up, blah, blah, blah. Well, the police have raided his home early hours of the morning, all tooled up, ready to go around there. Oh, Dino's disappeared. They've, they've hauled him off. They've hauled him off.
Just for flags, mate, right? Just for flags.
Just for flags, and they've got effigies of babies. I don't know what happened there, Dino. They've got effigies of babies covered in blood and stuff like that, and nothing happens. The Met Police are putting out pictures on Twitter. Do you recognise this person? It's like, well, you were there. Why didn't you arrest them there?
But
Then
I don't listen. I still don't get this shit. I still don't get. I sort of do, yeah. I sort of get the Hamas. I sort of get the Israelites. I sort of get Palestine. I don't understand. I heard somebody saying like on BBC News at work this morning that like the viewers, and he said the viewers, and I'm like, this shouldn't be a viewership, yeah. People shouldn't be viewing this shit, yeah. People shouldn't be actually. It's like it's hard to sort of like believe that, like, but it's obviously happening, right? It's not fucking you couldn't tip up on the Gaza Strip and just expect to like go on the beach and have your fucking like sunbed out and have a, because I've googled like places to stay in the Gaza Strip, yeah. It's like, unfortunately you can't come to the Gaza Strip at the moment and stuff, but there are hotels there. I don't know whether there's still hotels there. It'd be interesting to like, as a single person, if you was a single person without any family and stuff, to get onto a plane.
I remember advertising holidays in Israel and showing it all glamorous and the blue skies, and it was like, come to Israel, but
and Gaza, Dino. The Gaza Strip has got some very nice hotels, restaurants.
Beautiful place, yeah. But like, what is the I know it's age old, yeah. I know the Gaza Strip is age old. I know the religious like shit about it.
I think it's similar to what us in the IRA. I really do. No one's going to win it. The only losers are the people.
And what should have happened there, Dino? Like years before, was like the English should have fucking backed out and gone away from that shit and not fucking got involved in that shit.
Well, the so-called made a deal, and they've been so-called making a deal in that game over there for ages. Same with Libya when that were happening. Same with Rwanda with what was his name? Syria, sorry. And this is what I mean. It's been going over and over and over. And I reckon a lot of these small dictatorship countries, and have had to change the name for some reason. Don't know what that's all about.
Exactly. But you can look at the allies, You can look at the allies.
I reckon money comes into it, and it's like
one thing is for sure. Our chickens are coming home to fucking roost. I'll tell you that now, because it's all going to kick. If it's going to kick off anywhere, it's going to kick off here, because we've got involved in just about every conflict that's happened around the Middle East, North Africa, even into.
We can't help it, Mike. We can't help it.
We're already involved in that.
We have to put a dick right in there, don't we? And no wonder it gets things happening to it.
Yeah,
but I just think it's because the UK thinks that they are still the British Empire, and they're not. I mean, what has the British Empire got? Malta?
Well, nothing, because Mike and myself.
We've not got Malta, James.
Just look at all the
fucking Malta and monkeys. Sorry, James.
I'm sorry, we don't say anything today, but
exactly, and it's not a
Prime
big
Minister,
thing. It's not a massive
it's all
thing,
right
though,
saying I was.
But it's not, though, is it? It's not it's not a British Empire anymore, and I'm not fucking.
Oh no, that went decades ago.
Long time ago, yeah, long time ago.
I don't care.
After the Second World War, maybe we had 1949, but it was over in 48. Really, 49 dominated it down. Build up after the war. So anyone who was a war baby, for instance, my dad, couldn't have had it better. Yeah. Everyone had a job, 2, 3 or more.
Yeah.
And
in the 50s,
they built Britain back up.
50s was the best time.
And then we sold 50s. It out, because by 79, Margaret Thatcher came in.
Yeah.
And that's where she's privatised and sold the country off. And they've done it in America as well. They just sell it.
That was all predetermined, right?
It was being sold to China, wasn't it? US.
Exactly what she did, Dino. She did that in a view to agenda. The agenda that's come at 2030. That's the agenda.
Falklands War. The Falklands War.
She knew that. She knew exactly
that was planned years before.
She knew exactly what was
the face of England, the face of Britain, should I say, has changed so much. On that I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, the letter that I got way back, inviting me to go and have my, stab in the arm. It's in English, Arabic, Bengali, Spanish, Farsi, Gujarati, Hindi, Kurdish, Chinese, Nepali, Punjabi, Polish, Romanian, Somali, Albanian, Tagalog, and Urdu.
Has anyone been to the London Hospital at Mile End recently?
Never.
Fucking hell.
Chapati's food.
The signs, it's just full of signs in all various different languages. It's so fucking confusing. It's just everywhere. But yeah,
Are you referring to the one above you? Sorry, UK lady. Are you referring to that? Do you reckon that's bright or not so bright as I call him? David's moved in with his new boyfriend.
It's David Sky Explores.
Right, David, why have you done that to me?
I say,
I can't.
David,
I don't believe it. David, good luck, mate, because I've seen how happy you've been compared to a couple of years ago when you came on here and said you were suicidal.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's really nice to see you being happy, mate, and I've seen you in the flesh doing that. I mean, don't think of it like that, guys. I'm on about when we went out for a pint in you chat anyone up.
Dino's coming out.
I haven't half had some real weird comments about that. Yeah. I don't even want to come. But anyway, yeah.
I've got to see you again, David.
Whatever cranks, okay. You keep coming up with it. Don't get rid of idiots like 002. Just leave them there because they'll soon go away when we don't give them the attention.
I went to Camden, a few like a month or so ago and everything.
You went to meet Krinkle, didn't you?
No, I went to see Liam Gallagher. Mike, I went to see Liam Gallagher, but I did give him the offer. I did give him the offer to come and meet me because I thought it might have been interesting to see where he lived and all that shit.
Right, yeah.
Well up for it. I was well up for it after Liam Gallagher, but like it's weird because I live in a town and stuff, and it's like, people crack on with their like everyday life and they're very sheltered and they're very like used to like doing what they're doing and stuff, and like you tip up in London and you go and sit outside Camden and like you meet up with someone and you go and have a look and like the people you talking to and everything.
Yeah, I wish I fucking would. Go on.
the people you're talking to have seen like Blur and Oasis and all that, and they've a different side of Camden, and they've met people and they've lost people and they've sat in bars and they've done all that shit, but yet you sort of sitting there and like the Elephant and Castle is like completely cultured. It's like the Elephant and Castle used to be a right fucking shithole,
Elephant and Castle. I used to DJ in down the road from it was the Windmill pub.
Yeah, the Ministry of Sound as well was there.
Sound, yeah, well, apparently it was. Oh God, what were they called? Ace. They had a one-hit wonder in the 70s. They used to play in it. And what was it? How long this been going on and all that shit?
Yeah,
that was its claim.
For me to see like the Elephant and Castle and everything, because I stayed there when I went to see Depeche Mode and stuff.
Yeah, different now. Totally different.
Like completely different. It was like Mexico. It was more like Camden and stuff. And like, the person who I was with was like still loves the London that they're in.
Do you mind if I do an advert? Do you mind if I do an advert? If you want to pop
it might go for it.
Just quick.
You're asking me. Sorry, Dino.
Picture on there now is the Pier Pub on the Isle of Dogs. That used to be one of our locals. That and the George at Farm Road. That's on Manchester Road. And it's still there, but it's a still traditional pub. So, that was one of my locals. Diamond Place.
Any of these places are still going after, lockdown.
Well, that's still going, yeah.
Yeah, that lockdown has destroyed so much of our society, as in the social side.
How many English pubs, seriously, guys, how many English pubs, i.e. the old pumps and an actual landlord not owned by a manager, which they all I know, but even though... How many English pubs are left rather than these American style,
I've got
European
one
style? When I
like
say European,
A fraction.
overseas.
A fraction. Yeah, a fraction.
Pubs, a lot of them now, gastro pubs, and I fucking hate them. They're like MFI showrooms. So fucking don't like
Cost
them.
you a fortune for call,
Yeah.
It's a fucking
I'm just going to nip off for a minute.
Why have we
I'll leave
put
it
up
to
with
you
it?
guys just for a minute. Sorry, SG. I'm going to leave it to you just for a minute while I nip for a dilation. And can I just say thanks to all you guys in the chat? UK lady, thanks. My Chong, that's the name of a game, isn't it? Anyway.
My Chong, yeah.
DJ Samuel, David Scott's in there as well. Listen, mate, I know what you're doing there, right? 00 fucking
No, and two.
Yeah, that's Bright 77.
You think so?
So? Yeah, read the bit. Right, that's him. Can tell with the word. Right, give me 2 minutes, and I'll see you in a bit.
See you in a minute.
Oh,
Hurry up, Dino.
What, hurry up? I've not even sat up yet.
Well, I saw something the other day. Yeah, they were talking about masks, and somebody went, "Well, don't worry about the kids pissing in the pool. They're wearing swimsuits." And somebody said, "Well, how does that work?" And he said, "Well, it works the same as masks, doesn't it?"
No, that's right. No, you know, that's a good analogy, to be honest. No, I agree. UK.
Don't worry about the kids pissing in the pool. They're wearing swimsuits.
It's fucked, isn't it?
Table, jukebox, and a dartboard.
The thing is though, SG, yeah, right, which I'm just gonna say, yeah, is the thing is, it's not gonna stop the agenda, yeah. It's just never going to stop. You are going to get the protesters. You are going to get this. You are going to get that, and that's good, yeah, because you have to do that. You absolutely have to do that. You have to sit there, like when you're 60 or 65 or 70 or whatever, and go, do you know what? I protested against this shit, but it's still going to happen. You can't stop it. Yeah. You just can't stop it because there's.
This is what I've been told many times now, Official. It's like you take on the government, you're not going to win. You take on the big man, you're not going to win. You take on the secret societies, you're not going to win. You can't beat. You can't beat it.
You can't beat the system. You know, you can't beat the system.
You can.
You know, he's going to say that.
Wait. Sorry.
No, go on, SG.
I
was just doing a miniature. Yeah. Wait.
Sorry, what was that? Fiscal? I didn't hear you then.
No, that's the thing. That I'm not saying you can't beat the system, but you can't beat the system.
That's the science. That's the science.
Wait. I got to get my thingy out.
Fiscal, you lot, right? You lot. Are you arguing with someone that's got an ology? I've got ologies, you know. I've got ologies. You know, fuck all, a lot of you.
I've got an ology. I'm a scientist.
And I work for Addis.
I paint trainers.
Oh, yeah, have you heard so much?
Not new ones, old ones.
I eat crackers.
Munching on crackers. Okay, now.
He's a fucking arsehole, isn't he?
Oh. But you know, I think, you know, the thing is though, it's ultimately, you know, me, you, Dino, SG, James, like, you know, in like 7 years time, we're going to be sat there in a sort of different world. I don't think it's going to be. It'll probably be offensive.
Could we be in a concentration camp going, hey, Bishop, Dino!
No, I hope not. No, I really hope not.
We've ended up in the same place.
No, I'd hate to think that like what I'm doing today with, like, you know, I hope it isn't. I hope it's everybody. I hope they use that responsibly. I hope they do that. If they don't do that, then obviously the protesters will be there to, like, you know, prevent them from doing that and having. It's like, you know, you've got like Piers.
But it's like you said, though, it doesn't prevent anything, though, does it?
But you've got people like Piers Morgan. interviewing people like.
He's a dickhead, though, isn't he? He did a flip flop, and I can't trust him. And...
Like that guy. What's that guy called who got like done for like like Romania?
Martin Bashir.
Pardon?
Martin Bashir.
No. The guy who's a massive YouTube like celebrity.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Christ, I know. Oh.
You mean the one with the red hair who went to prison?
He's got a brother. He was on Big Brother, and he's a massive YouTuber.
Shit.
Oh, Christ, what's his name?
I don't know that. I don't know Big Brother, though. So
The Beast, not the Beast. He's a big YouTuber, isn't he? The Beast.
Yeah, but the guy who's got the big wizards, like.
I think so. Yeah. No, the wizard hair.
No, what's he called? The guy who's like, who was done, who had to live in Romania for a while and like.
Oh, you mean fucking Tate, Andrew Tate.
That's it.
Dino's on mute. You're on mute, Dino. He's just going like that. But you get
nearly 3 years in, guys, but just give me a bit more time and I'll get it right.
But you get your Piers Morgans and your Andrew Tates and all that shit, and you talk about, I watched a Journeyman documentary about like temporary marriages and shit like that. I don't want the world to become a place where you can just like go and see a sheik or whatever and like have a temporary marriage for half an hour and stuff, and like I don't
get £10,000.
Yeah, I would hope it never comes to a Sharia type law kind of place. Like somebody said to me though, SG, just let me just say though, that just this one thing, Someone said to me today, I'm so fucked off with those church bells ringing, and I used to be so fucked off with the church bells ringing, and it does fuck me off, and it still pisses me off, But I would rather have the church bells, I think, than the prayers, because I lived in Tunisia for a month and it was fucking horrendous.
That was your wedding, didn't it?
I visited Tunisia,
Yeah, and
to be honest, I was so glad I went to an island because the mainland was a pain.
You can imagine, can't you, SG? You're lying in bed and all of a sudden your prayers.
Can I ask?
I'm not saying that they should do that.
Official, can I ask, when you were in Tunisia, did you feel every single face staring at you?
No,
and the Egyptian
because that's what I saw. I saw every single face staring at the foreign women.
I could tell you a story, SG, but I probably won't in a minute. But it's just that it's weird. It's weird, and it's not my culture, And even the bells fucking piss me off, So the fucking prayers are gonna piss me off even more, because I don't want to hear someone humming and singing or doing whatever. But I'm not, because I'm sort of like the person who will sort of like walk down the street and like, kind of, if you want to believe in something, but don't make it a big thing. And I sometimes
don't make everyone else have to eat your shit.
SG, I sometimes look at churches and I think, are they going to be a thing of the past?
They nearly are. They nearly are.
There's no fucking going in.
Many closed up, boarded down, made into flats and all that. In fact, there's one not far from me, which I won't mind trying to get into, which I think
I'm thinking that the Jehovah's Witnesses are getting a bit desperate as well. Everyone is, including the Masons.
I don't worry. I don't give a fuck. But I do though, because like, it's nice to see a church, isn't it? It's nice to fucking like.
Architectural wise, definitely, especially cathedrals. Like I went to Lincoln not long ago, and first time, what a city that is! And then the cathedral.
Surely we have to trust in our councils, to maintain the churches and keep the churches. I'm not talking about religion here.
But they're not. So we are talking about religion because they're not doing that. They're not maintaining. So and we've seen a swift turn in culture.
The Catholic Church and the Church of England are probably two of the richest bodies in the country. It should be them. But the thing is, they've been infested. These churches have been infested at the top. I mean, look at the Archbishop of Canterbury, right now, Justin Welby. Fuck me, I couldn't think of anyone polar opposite to how I'd label a Christian person. Justin Welby is far removed from a Christian person. If anything, he reminds me of a fucking demon. This has been infected inside out. They're making lots of money. Well, they have been making lots of money, but it certainly hasn't been pulled back into the churches or to promote them to keep their congregations up and stuff like that. If anything, they're in it to kill it, and it's being killed from within.
What happens with the church is they then go to other people to go on Facebook and social media to be like the Hope charity or the other charity or whatever charity, and then they make the money, and then they might like bring in a few people to whatever. But there must be hope there, Mike. So
I hope so.
So that the churches stay fucking open, for the people. But then who are the people who go to church? The people who go to church are like, there's a few young people, but they go with the older people, and the older people are going to die eventually. And then
exactly.
And this is the agenda, right? So then that the old people die, they fucking turn the church into like a bunch of flats and everything, and put like LEDs and all that.
Yeah.
Keep the stained glass windows and like sell it for fucking £110,000 or 200,000. I mean, there's a church down my road, just for a fucking basement. It's like 200 and something thousand pounds. It's like fuck off. No way. Are you joking?
Yeah, no, it's a shame. I bet you missed the bells now, didn't you? Rather than listening to it, because I
still hear them. I still hear where I used to live like a few years ago. The church was like right next to me, and it was like, "Fuck off! It's Sunday morning. I want to go."
I was just going to say that. What the fuck? Oh god!
On a Sunday morning, yeah. Well, it could be worse. I mean, I watched. I think it was Charlie V.
It couldn't be worse, right? Because it's like 8:45. If I was a boy racer, the old people would be going, shut the fuck up, get the fuck, we're gonna fucking put a thing on you, but the fucking church can still fucking play the bells at fucking court.
They get away with
it. Disorder, mate.
Well, in the centre of Manchester at the weekend, and the police were there and all that, you had the Palestine people out as well, but I think Saturday and Sunday, they were putting out on loudspeakers in the centre of Manchester doing the call to prayer. And I thought, that's it. We're fucking lost. If they're going to get away with
as
this.
well, even before all this shit were going on now with Palestine and that, they were always in protest. Every time I went to Manchester, just to see if I can catch something, like Charlie Beach does, he'll hang around all day and he always gets something. And I just went for that Palestine protest, microphone speakers and all that. Not a massive turnout at all.
What is? Can I just ask though, because I don't get, Dino, what is the problem with people like putting up Palestine flags in the UK? I don't get. I honestly don't get it.
Like Ukraine, it's like they don't know what they're supporting. They've been fed. Do you know what I mean? They get shown images and things like that, and it's like, so it makes you think there's some kind of reverse psychology going on.
It's the next thing. They called it the next thing. I mean, how much do you hear about Ukraine now? I mean, that was on our fucking news every day. How much do we hear about the Ukraine? Nothing at all. BBC's dropped it. The independent news have dropped it. All it is now is Israel-Palestine. It's the next thing. And this is it. It's confusion. And what they're doing, they're ramping up.
I'm back. I accidentally dropped off.
Should we be more worried about the Israelites?
I think we should be worried about both. I mean, Islam has a track record since it was created in 6000 that it wants to take the world over. And we're all infidels and we're all not fit for purpose. Israel... very much similar. They want to do it financially.
I think it says itself. When it says Islamabad, it is, isn't it?
Yeah. No,
sorry, you know, I dropped. I don't know why.
No, it's
I've
fine.
called-
No, mate,
I've
no, it's fine.
I've called the whole thing the two cheeks of the same ranted arsehole for a long time. And
Both need a good slap.
With it.
My daughter, who's 14, came to me the other day and she went, "Is anybody in our family Jewish?" Yeah, and I said, "Well, my nan had a massive big nose, yeah, and I don't know whether or but I always wanted to be Jewish. Listen. I always wanted to be Jewish. I'm looking at a Jewish.
You might have been Roman, to be fair.
But it could have been Roman, but that's even worse, Mike. Right? Be a
Roman all over her face.
Say that's like biblical, isn't it? I must have said to my nan a million times, "You're a Roman or a Jew or whatever." But
Well,
I
you can
was
be
like,
guaranteed one thing. When fiscal comes on, you're guaranteed to get a fucking laugh. Whether how serious the subject is, you're going to get the laugh about it. When fiscal comes on.
World War III has been happening for decades now. It's going to be World War III and all that. It's not. It's already World War III.
It is, isn't it?
It's been going on since the
like,
Second World War.
But Dino, it's like a social media war, isn't it? It's not. It's like
it's a different war. It's a different war, but you've still got that conventional side to it with weaponry and things like that.
Yeah,
Alex Jones coined it correctly. It's still correct now. It's an information war.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's been saying that for years, hasn't he? Since the 90s, really.
Yeah, absolutely.
Weaponry helps out.
War for your mind.
Because, anyone like in the Cold War, where you had your spies and your double agents and things like that, it was all about information, and you had to make sure the right information went to the right place, or else there'd be no progress in what that plan is. And so, if anyone disrupted that, whether it's a double agent or a agent, you'd be gone.
And my Jewish nan who worked in a prawn factory.
Roman. We established that she was Roman.
I'm not.
Yeah, my Roman nan who worked in a prawn factory.
Is there such thing as a Roman Jew?
Maybe.
No, there you go. Best of both ways.
But
there must be. I'm gonna Google that. Is there? Wow.
Probably from biblical times, yeah. Because don't forget, the Romans got involved. Didn't they crucify Jesus? Didn't they?
They were pagans.
Yeah, I mean,
the Romans
it must have been around in Rome. Yeah.
But they say Julius Caesar, fucking deceiver.
They probably had Jewish bankers or something.
I bet they did. It certainly sounded like the word bankers.
Yeah.
But they did though, because apparently
piano players.
Jesus tipped the tables of the were they Jewish?
Oh, in the market, they were bankers. Yeah, they were the money dealers, weren't they? In the market,
yeah, they were the
turned all the tables over.
So I know it's a fake thing, but Game of Thrones.
Who?
The ones, if you've seen it though, then the ones who are in control were the bankers.
Oh yeah.
Strange that they use real world analogies.
It was all about money.
They own all the banks.
Well, the banks own all of us, don't they?
But everybody knew though. Everyone knew
so that means the Jews all own us, and isn't
Judaism
massive in Israel?
Absolutely, but everyone knew though, SG, when like universal credit like slipped in, and like people were taking off child working tax credit and all that shit. What actually was happening, and that is what is happening because I watched this like thing where this guy said we have to like do this thing, and we've got this like quota, it's like whatever, and like.
I think some of that is down to, I've said it a few times, but simply depopulation. And I reckon that's what maybe COVID was about and many other things. But yeah, I think like any other thing, it would spread quite quickly. And I mean, that's why in China, it were going that quick. And that's why everyone says, it's come from China, it's come from China.
Remember there was that thing where like the Chinese said you can only have one child, and they did that for ages, and then they lifted it and all that, which was like whatever. But like people went with that. The Chinese people went with that and stuff, and like I'm not sure it's a because I don't think it's a depopulation thing. I think because a lot of old people are going to die, and that is like for sure,
Yeah, but there's
how
maybe
many
there's more.
people are being born? More people are being born.
I'm like my old Roman Jewish nan, now. It's like me being her, and my granddaughter looking at me and stuff. But I know that but I can look at my granddaughter and I know that she's got something about her to like,
Ask that,
like, question people like I used to do when I was like 6 years old and stuff. And I see that. So I have like faith in the fact that her mates are doing that at 6 years old and stuff. And I have a sort of hope with the children that they, I know it's a bit fucking Michael Jackson and everything, but like I think that they will sort of sort it. I absolutely do. And when I'm sat there at like 94 years of age and my granddaughter's making a TikTok video about me going, "Here on, Nana, have a fucking like mince pie and stuff."
I heard something the other day, official, that confirms what you're saying.
Getting loads of views and subs off me or whatever is not whatever. I'm only joking.
I heard something the other day, official, that confirms what you just said, and it was something like, "Our children or grandchildren will be paying the price and fighting the fight for our complacence now or compliance."
Well, I think they'll be all right, SG. I think they'll be all
hopefully,
right.
but
And I hope that they are. I hope they're not fucking locked in some fucking camp somewhere or whatever. And I think that's a bit of a. I think it's a bit of a gloomy view, but you could be right. And hopefully
gloom and doom sometimes needs to be looked at, though, doesn't it? Because if you don't look at the gloom and doom, you can't really see what's coming up ahead.
100%, yeah. And I get that and stuff, but I know that like in
generation ahead.
I'm not being an egotistical cunt, but like what I'm saying is when I look at my granddaughter and I see what she's saying and I see how she's acting and I see what she's like, like standing against and stuff, and I know that her peers are doing exactly the same thing. I think they're a fucking force to be reckoned with, and these like kids were like born in like 2000 and fuck's sake, what year is it? 2023.
Well, you mean that this millennium,
Yeah. What is this
the
millennial?
millennials.
Let's just say that, because I can't fucking like it.
Yeah, the millennials.
What do you think, Fisher? What do you think about this possible leakage of LGBT stuff going into Palestine?
I don't know.
I mean, the future of the last 10 years, like this seems to be the future. That's what I'm looking at. You can be anything you want, and maybe that's another factor of depopularization.
But I think they believe that they can be anything that they want.
That's fine, but it still cuts down the breeding process.
Listen,
it does.
But I think though, which you've asked me and stuff, and the only thing that I know is my granddaughter and stuff. That like. I don't think at any time.
We should learn more between that and your granddaughter. I know James is.
But I don't think at any point soon she's going to turn into a boy and stuff. And I don't think any of us would like necessarily, encourage her to turn into a boy. Like, but listen, right? When I was little and stuff, I was a little bit like.
She's at school now. Sorry, official, right?
Yeah,
and I think James needs to put his opinion, but. These schools now, parents are getting told off because one child sat up and said, "Why are you calling me, a girl?" type of thing. So your daughter's 14, right? Has she experienced anything like that in school?
Yeah,
no, she said a granddaughter.
She just turned to fuck off, She turned to fuck off, basically. Well, no, she wouldn't actually. I'm lying. She probably wouldn't. She'd be compassionate and she would do whatever. And I think that's the thing and stuff. She is very compassionate about. She is very vocal. My 14-year-old daughter is very vocal, but my 6-year-old granddaughter is more vocal. Yeah, my 14-year-old, like, who's her auntie, will just be like fucking going, oh, I can't be doing with her. She's doing my head in. Yeah, just tell her to shut the fuck up. Yeah. And like the 6-year-old is more vocal than the 14-year-old.
So more inquisitive than the 14-year-old.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Well, that's good.
Toddlers they are, yeah.
And it's just like the 6-year-old is like, oh well, she's just a spoiled little brat, yeah. And she might seem to the 14-year-old that she's more spoiled, and the 6-year-old is more like, you know, get fucked. I can do what I want, yeah. I can do and say what I want, but then you have to have the guidance of the mum and the grandmum and the partner and all that shit, and you don't easily go into like, you know, like if my granddaughter was my grandson, yeah, it wouldn't be easy.
Feeling quite sensitive now. I'm very sensitive now. Did you hear my doorbell go earlier?
Yeah. It was a Just Eat.
Well, no, it wasn't Just Eat. I had an Amazon delivery. I got a new parcel here. Yeah, it was Amazon.
It's late.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, they come up here till about 10 o'clock at night.
About 10, wasn't it?
Anyway, I had the delivery. I've had a career change, and I'm feeling quite sensitive about this conversation at the moment. If I just put up the screen,
Feel a big joke coming on.
I've bought all the gear. I've had to do it because I'm just thinking now, maybe they're right.
All
Maybe
the gear, no idea.
You know, they seem everything's going their way.
You can't beat them, join them.
I'm becoming. I'm retraining to be a teacher. And
what are you going to do?
Yeah, in schools. Yeah,
freedom.
Yeah. I was going to
get
do
a full pair of tips. That what you got in the mouth?
Biology and physics. And
oh my god!
Can you define a woman?
Well,
UK lady, John.
You don't have to answer that.
Hello, it is me.
Hello, UK lady. How you doing?
Hello.
Hello.
Well, I was great until I got blocked in the chat.
That's
Blocked?
lad. You're glad, UK lady.
I've been
Hello, by
reading
the
your
way.
messages. I didn't think you were blocked.
Yeah, I got blocked in chat about 2 minutes ago.
Oh,
who's
you
blocked?
got some sort of rogue mud there, Tino.
What's happening with this
UK,
Amazon?
You've muted yourself.
Yeah, sorry, Lulu's barking. I didn't want you to hear that.
Right, I do think that is UK. I do.
It is me. I'll put my camera on if you want, but I look a mess. I've been on bed rest today.
Yeah.
I can. Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah.
Thank
Can
you.
I just finish this off? Because you know, this was my moment of
go on, sorry.
coming out on channel here tonight. So I thought, no, I want to change a career. I know, I want to join this movement that's done it. That was Amazon just turn up and they delivered me this. It's the outfit that I'm changing into now. I'm going to, as I say, I'm going to be becoming a teacher. I'm going to become part of that system.
Oh
my God.
Yeah.
That could be a younger you anyway, Mike.
Trans kids teacher, BLM.
I thought you were being serious. I was going to offer you advice.
Protect trans kids. Oh my God.
Come on.
Love is love. They dan pin. Pornographic sex CRT books sold separately.
Listen, Mike.
Now we need to see you in the outfit.
I give my granddaughter a YouTube on a Sunday, yeah. So she watches YouTube and like I see. You probably all know like this one like YouTuber. I think he's called Jonathan something or whatever, and he's got a son who is transgender who has changed into a boy, and they've encouraged that to the max and stuff. They all seem very happy, and it's all very good and stuff. And like when she'll say to me, she'll say to me, "This is the channel that you like," and she's not really that bothered about it. She's like, whatever, and like. I think it's I don't know whether it's a mass. I don't know whether every fucking like child is like being transgender and all that stuff. But like, I think this child was genuinely wanted to be a girl, and he was a boy, and so and he looked uncomfortable anyway as a boy and stuff, and he looks much more comfortable as a girl and stuff. But
you got to ask the question why.
Well, personally, I think that there are genuine cases.
I'm sorry,
course.
James.
Oh,
James has got a
Amazon.
chance to speak.
That's the
Amazon.
boy.
I think you know, he obviously hasn't been castrated yet because you know I'm not like that invested, and I don't.
This
really,
never
but
used
you
to happen
can
more
tell.
before.
But you can tell though. You can tell that he hasn't and stuff, and like he's.
It's normalizing this behavior, though, isn't it?
I've mentioned this, many times, but I remember watching a Tromaville movie, which is like kind of a cheaper B movie kind of company in America, and Lemmy was at the end of one of them, and he was like, "I'd like to bring some light to something people don't really know about, which is hermaphrodites. Now, these exist. Now and again, we get a small amount of hermaphrodites who are a mix between male and female. They are both sexual organs, and and they're literally a mix of both.
Cool.
But they're being...
It's a medical
but
anomaly.
he was like this. This is the important thing, that they were being literally cut up by the medical profession.
Yeah.
Because they were, they weren't acceptable. They were going to have to be a girl or a boy.
And they didn't give them time to let their actual genitals actually develop and things before they started to put them in those boxes.
Lemmy said, just leave them alone and let them live.
And you can see, but you can
and this
see
is sorry, Tishel.
Androgyny is a hermaphrodite.
Yeah. Well, I suppose that's one way of putting it.
The thing is, if you follow her or see her and everything, I think her latest post was the amount of you couldn't even speak about that back in the day when Anne was born. It was like it
So
was
is that
like,
similar to Israelite?
Well, could you imagine the hell that she went through, or he, or however they want to get in a process?
I personally have seen not close relations, but I've seen relations have a child that was questionable as to percentages of the male and female. They decided that they were going to be a male, until they were about 6 or something, and then they changed their mind, as parents do. They're going to be a girl then. And they literally had many operations, and then they decided to change again. I mean, it's disgusting to do that. It's not right in my eyes.
No,
Not. You're right. Exactly, you two lady. It's cruel to do that.
But this is a good thing though now, SG. So social media is
YouTube
is allowing you to be anything that you want to be, apart from a penguin or whatever. That's
I can be a penguin if I want.
What do you think? It could be an element of that.
What?
It is part of it. Absolutely.
What's going on? Changing areas.
Information war is a psychological
war.
Why
the authorities into? How come rainbow flags are outside police stations, ambulance stations, etc.?
Well, they've got them on fucking sides of ambulances and riot vans now, haven't they?
When you see parents pushing the kids in a pram and putting a flag in the rand, and all this ceremonies going on, this child hasn't even got a clue.
But that's what I'm saying, this YouTube thing that
get them as early as you can is what I'm saying.
What they've done, they've kidnapped the flag, which was the symbol of peace, right? In Christian terms, the rainbow flag, or not so much the rainbow flag, but the rainbow was a symbology of peace. And the LGBT lot, this is how sick and twisted they are. They've used that because they knew it would go into the face of the people that they hate, and which is the people with, any sort of belief.
It's not that though, Mike.
No, it is.
It's not LGBTQ.
It's a plus.
You're right, Fishel. You're right, because it was hijacked. That movement was hijacked by the elite, and they twisted it for their own usage.
And the corporations.
It's not the real LGBT. It's like
exactly.
it's like trans like people.
Well, they
like
could have used a
real
better
trans
symbol.
people.
than
But
that.
there's so many trans people who are trans, yeah, and all they do is live their life. They don't go on like pride marches, and there's a lot of gay people who don't get involved in any of that shit. It doesn't represent them.
Exactly.
They're not
I've had
interested
friends that
in
have
any of that.
actually gone through the process that were actually truly, different gendered. I've actually sat with friends that have gone through this process. I have sat with people that have
too, yes.
struggled. And there are genuine people that have to need this. I get that. But there's so many that aren't. And I think that we're catering to a lot of people's fantasies.
A lot of it, unfortunately, UK lady, is a mental illness, and I've had people actually admit that to me. It's a mental illness.
Well, yes, it is classified as a DSM mental illness.
Yes.
It's also part of schizophrenia for some people.
So to entertain somebody's mental illness with physical changes, medical is wrong.
Yeah. But I still
Especially
believe,
at a
and I
young
will still
age
stick
when
by,
the
they were wrong to
style
take
is
the
just
rainbow
put that.
flag. That's
Yeah.
my argument.
Sorry, mate.
I've got a beautiful rainbow dress that I can never wear again because they've taken the rainbow away from me. If you get my drift.
Yeah, exactly. I will never get past that. That was done in malice. That was against the church. That was against the not that I'm a Bible basher. I don't go to church myself, but I knew what it was done. I knew why that was done, and that was how.
What?
But taking the rainbow symbol and using that as their sort of headline, and it's like, well, I know what you've done. They've done it because it was illegal at the time to get married as a man, as a woman, And they've done that to throw it back in the church's faces and then to cause more division.
What I don't understand is why people need some sort of symbol to identify their sexuality in public.
Exactly. It don't match up to me in my head. I just don't get it. It don't make sense unless they are purposely going out to rival people up, and they've done a good job of that. The LGBT,
there is no need.
They've done a fucking fantastic
I
job.
don't think, but Mike, I have to disagree. It's not the LGBTQ. It's like a portion of people who have taken that from the LGBTQ and made it into the LGBTQ.
Well, they're not very vocal in protesting against it.
Than LGBT though. It's gone further than that.
It's far
exactly.
Further than that now.
I get that. But there's like a lot of people who dress up drag queens and stuff who like disagree with that shit a lot, and they say, we respect it. We want to be.
They're using drag queens for the kids, aren't they? That's what I find.
The real drag queens.
People that feel that their movement has been taken over by people that are making.
Drag queens.
Again, it's been took over, hasn't it?
Who go back to the Vogue days and all that shit and everything. They are there for, who have like fought for AIDS and like done all that shit and everything.
Yeah.
They're the people who are saying, listen, hang on a minute.
That's what we need to do.
We're encouraging the boys to dress up in drag if they want to, but at the end of the day, you're still a boy, and you're still doing what you're doing. You don't have to turn full like woman and like I've been in gay clubs where there's been like men like in like really shoddy wigs and like and things where like
like Chubby Rain.
People have said to them, the fucking like, the health workers have gone, you have to wear these certain clothes, you have to wear Marks and Spencer's clothes to become a woman before you can go through transition and all that shit.
Yeah.
They're not necessarily the real, that they're just like, it's like, if you want to bring it
what
up,
about live your life and make your own decisions?
Can I just say though, Dino, like I watched like Caitlyn Jenner, like that thing on Caitlyn Jenner and stuff, and like he was, before he was a she, was a fucking amazing athlete with like the fucking goal to like go towards.
Yep, definitely.
And then became, because he could do whatever he wanted to, but he was like always a little bit confused about where he was going, and like normally he could, if he lived on a council estate, he probably couldn't do that, but he became the most like triathlon like athletic like person, and then became a woman and stuff. So he's giving a message over to other people where you can do that, but you can't do that if you're not an athlete and you're not like this worldwide like super fucking man.
Anatomically as well, there's no way, and I'm not sexist. It's not that, but women can never compete against men.
No,
in sport, you might get the odd freak. I don't mean that.
Yeah, that's right.
Do you know what I mean? Like in
The
tennis,
body chemistry, makeup, and muscle is totally different.
Who was it who offered a cash out? Arthur. It was I think it was the first time it was played a man against a woman at tennis.
I like it. There's been in my movement since the 1970s.
What are you talking about?
Official, I have an idea for you.
Go on.
You could have a Vogathon, like a dance Vogue-off on your channel one night.
A what?
A Vogathon, a Vogue dance-off.
Dub dancer, boy.
You've got such good energy, lady.
I can see loads of people doing it, though.
Really? You don't?
It would be funny.
Big bungle as well. And Jeffrey can come along. Jeffrey,
Oh, yeah.
dance off, yeah. Don't you, Jeffrey?
Just don't forget to bring your twangers.
I think there was one thing with Caitlyn Jenner in the like documentary and everything where what was it? She was playing golf, yeah. He, whatever. Like they were like playing golf and he like they like looked dead butch, yeah. They were there and they were like doing the like things like hitting the, and he was like see, it's so confusing, isn't it? It's like
Greta Garbo, Anne Monroe, Dietrich and DiMaggio, Marlon Brando, Jimmy Dean on the cover of a magazine. Vogue.
Grace Kelly.
Harlow Jean, picture of a beauty queen. Jean Kelly, Fred Astaire, Ginger Rogers dance on air.
What a great
Oh, you
time to be
go.
alive. What a great time to be alive, right? Fucking hell.
But that whole erotica tour was amazing as well.
Right.
Love it.
It doesn't
Remember
really
her book? Does anybody have a copy of her coffee book?
It doesn't
Coffee
matter.
table book.
You can be anyone you want to be. Fucking be anyone you want to be. It doesn't matter.
When it comes out, though, official, right, we're all going to get a free copy signed, yeah?
Yeah.
Thank you very
100%.
much indeed. So how much will that cost us?
Nothing. Great.
I'm joking. My glasses have fell off.
Great,
Right, hey?
You're even getting royalties off my YouTube channel when it like blows up to fuck. Never gonna happen, is it?
No, I'm not asked about that. I just love the live streams, and like tonight's been very different to before. So it's helped me out a lot because of who's been on and what's been said. But just like I've said, like guys, just please be honest with me now. Any mod in there who blocked UK Lady? I want you to be honest.
It might, if you're running Nightbot, it might be Nightbot because I was using pretty fancy letters. So I just wanted to make sure that you can check that or not. I don't know if you've got Nightbot on.
No,
you don't use Nightbot, do you, Dina?
It is a mod, guys. I'm sorry, but I only have a few anyway, and there's a few gone as well. But please, come on.
Definitely not
I'm
me.
letting someone on, you don't block them. You give them a chance in the chat first of all.
Give them a chance.
Do you know what I mean? Me and UK have come across. So
I know what you mean.
Bright 70s. Oh, listen, fuck off. Sorry about that. Common sense. My Chong and Tony Whitworth are really getting on. Great conversation, guys. I'm watching it. I'm listening and watching. Sitting and thinking and sitting.
Mancy.
Not as good as you, though, official. I mean, you've got it. So I can't wait. Honestly, the end.
I've been able to type.
The end product.
Of me.
The book. Yeah, the book.
Yeah. See, I feel as excited as you, Dino, but I'm like, I'm just like, I'm just hoping it happens. I'm hoping it.
Go for it. Go for it. If you know you've got passion, you've already got that. So and all you need, right?
Yeah, I'm
you
manifesting
know.
it.
So you get whatever words, however you written it, an editor will.
I'm not bullshitting. I'm not bullshitting everybody. I'm actually 7 chapters in, and I will do the other 7 chapters, and I'll put it out there. If it fucks up, it fucks up, and I'll do something else.
I'm looking forward to it.
Just go for it. You like whatever mistakes you've made in your own writing, but you've got to pay for an editor then. And then your publisher as well.
I can edit it. It's fine, Dino. Honestly.
Oh,
proofreading. It's called proofreading.
Yeah, it's fine. It's good. I've got a degree in journalism.
No, if you've got that, you're 2 steps ahead.
It's Germans.
So. Good on you. Good on you.
You say you got a degree in German, Fiscal?
What?
You got a degree in German?
No, editorial photography.
Oh, sorry.
And journalism.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said German.
Das reckon Mike Investor. Das ist Nerdsin, ne?
Ich bin ein Fiscal. Ja.
Das ist gut, ja.
Ja. That's about it. I can only read a few in German.
Entschuldigen Sie bitte, was ist das name?
It's not fair on James this time.
Yeah.
No, James has got a lot to say, and it's the first time he's been on here for ages, and I really respect that. And he's actually, put me to the ground. Actually, I asked him for some honesty, and he gave it to me straight away, and I respect that. So, James, anything you want to say, mate?
And you know what, Dino?
Can I just
say before I go, Dino, it's been really nice. It's been really nice catching up, mate. And like, I know it was like a bit weird at the beginning, but like, thanks so much.
It don't matter, does it? Because it's been like some things have evolved. It's like James tonight, and, even SG always pops in, but on a live panel, it's like been really nice and different.
Things change. Even your hair colour's changed, Fiscal, since I last saw you.
Yeah, I know. It's a bit. I'm gonna grow it. I'm grow. I don't know what I'm fucking doing.
Mine's all fucking fell out since I last saw you.
Just get it like this, man.
Yeah, I'm growing it back to Dino. Me and Dino are gonna be twinning again before you know it. But what I'm gonna do. Listen, I'm off to get some pork chops, chips, and marrowfat peas and some bread and butter. Yeah, so.
Oh, you've done it now. Fucking hell. Uber, where's Uber?
Proper Northern Mill.
Got to be done.
Thanks, Dino.
No, it's all right. You just stay healthy with your diet. That's fine.
Oh,
well.
Enjoy your pork chop, Fiscal.
Yeah, thanks,
but listen, you're welcome on any other time this Friday.
It's been good. I've enjoyed myself 100%. Great chat.
No, thanks very much. You give us a good laugh, and you give us a great conversation. Serious,
only about my nan.
Debate wise, it's brilliant. Thanks so much.
You're laughing at my nan. Stop
laughing. Yeah, and eat your peas last, because that negates the other two components of your milk.
They'll be my chips.
Cheers.
Big love, boys and girls. See you later.
Official. Take it easy. Behave yourself.
Keep it
You
cool.
take care. Keep us informed about the book.
Yeah, it's there.
Yeah, definitely keep us informed.
There's Fiscal.
Thanks very much. Never expected that. What a nice surprise.
Yeah. Off to have a
first I thought, another Krinkle job, but no. But what a nice surprise. I mean, she does go on a bit. She's probably listening. She knows she does, but I think that's nice as well, as long as someone else can interject and get a fucking mind off what she. But anyway, yeah.
I was just waiting for Eamon Andrews to come in. It's like a bit like This Is Your Life tonight.
This is your life, yeah. She's always been determined, though. I mean, she used to sit at the beginning. She probably still, she qualified as a journalist. In what field, I don't know, but yeah. So, in other words, like looking back then, and massive gap, and then looking to now. Sorry, my glasses keep falling off, guys, because I've only got one arm on it. The other arm's fell off. Yeah, and honestly, I've tried to tie it back with this string, falling off. So bear with me if they fall off.
Get a bit of tape.
Yes, a journalist then, in other words, writing and researching, and she's saying about doing a book.
I think she said
so,
editorial journalism, didn't she?
Media journalist is, apparently.
well, well, whatever level, but it sounds like she's into it, and you know, hopefully something will kick off for her, because it sounds like she's got some passion into that, you know, writing and stuff like that. So why not? Because it's not easy for anyone to write bloody 2 pages of stuff, never mind 7 chapters or whatever she said, you know, which could be 5-10 pages long each chapter. But no, I respect for that. Official DJ pork chops, chips, peas and gravy. Chips, peas and gravy. UK lady, please forgive us. I'm sure you're used to us by now, us English.
Oh yeah, I'm just enjoying the conversation. I pretty much go on any channel that both JPM and SG are on at the same time. You know it's going to be funny.
Well, I don't know about SG.
SG's always got the interesting facts.
That's what you was going to say about me, wasn't it?
Yeah, James doesn't have any interesting facts.
Oh, that's cheeky.
Well, I think we're at that point now, me and James. You know,
yeah, they're both very cheeky indeed. Both
we can be cheeky to each other and get away with it.
Cheeky monkeys.
And Mike with all his gesticulation tonight had me giggling so hard.
Remember that time we kept Dino on the fucking panel for about an hour and a half more than he wanted to. SG. Remember that?
Well, I've done that a few times.
No, James.
Yeah, well, you started it. No, you wanted it was quite early in the morning, and you wanted to go, and me and SG were just toying with you and keeping you on. And
I said that before you came on. Like I was going back into the old days. It was like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
We do that.
And it's like, right, guys, I'm going now. Next thing, bang, SG's on. James, guys, please. And it's like there's still loads of people. Well, not loads, but enough people to carry on. But why not back then? You know what I mean? And according to James, it got to a point where I become self-righteous, right? And I agree with him. I didn't actually think I was, you know, I just was becoming more confident with what I'm doing. But yeah, maybe I was being at some points a bit, I don't know, cocky or I don't know. But
yeah, it's probably not as bad as you're making it sound, Dino. But you know,
yeah, but I love, as you know, just honesty, and if anyone can tell me where I'm going wrong, then brilliant. If some people say, "Oh, you're going wrong down that street," and I know I'm not, it's like fuck off, like, you know. But yeah, it's just nice to hear people's honesty, and I'm trying to make an effort to like come back and keep my YouTube channel going and get out there and videos, but I've said it before many times. I do live for my lives. I've not got much else going on in my life, type of thing. And you know, there's stuff I can do, but you know, I do. You know, it's the happiest time of my life. You know, ups and downs on it, which you know.
Dino.
Yeah.
I think. One, you can get your fucking glasses fixed before you come to a fucking stream, right?
I've got a string on.
My God, fucking get them fixed, right? Secondly, every time you disappear, you come back as a different person. I'm not fucking joking, Dino.
Well, I'm schizophrenic, and you know what? So am I.
What happened to him? What happened to Polly?
We thought that and all.
This is why everybody thinks he's paranoid. That's one of my favorite things to say to people. It gets them right wound up.
Yeah. Oh dear. No, sorry, that was my bad impression of Connie. And I've not seen him for God knows how many weeks.
Oh yeah, I haven't either.
I don't want to see him again. What that guy did to me, you won't believe it.
Yeah, that was a weird night. That was so
your
weird.
fault, though. Sorry, James.
And he couldn't comprehend what he'd done. I don't think he could. Anyway.
No,
I don't know if he was just denying it, but You sort of like
I
didn't
don't know
see
what
it
it
how
is.
we see it. How we saw it.
We deducted it with you, me and Biker. We kind of deduced things, and it were like, well, it weren't you. And then the police come out to me in Gainsborough and said, and they walked past me, and I sat outside having a fag. If only I had my fucking phone on me, so I could turn the camera off. Your family and friends are worried about you, and I'm thinking, hang on, that does not add up at all.
No,
Because
no.
I told them where I was going and what I was doing the day after, which was the Scampton thing. So anyway, we put it down to Connie because it happened at
I got my fucking eye.
at least one other hotel as well. Got kicked out of 2 and nearly kicked out of a 3rd, and just because of doing the live stream. I mean,
Connie Thunder.
Wow.
Connie Thunder, that was it. Didn't he turn up at a fucking gig that you went to or something? Or he could have turned up there because he knew all about this venue you went to, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean that was my fault because I gobbed it off about Scampton and that's where I'll be staying and all that. I mean, I'm stupid like that, but I never.
That's a bit scary, isn't it?
I never thought that thing would happen. I mean, I can handle a live, but when the police come round and say, we've been told you're smoking cannabis in the room and things like that, and I'm thinking, well, I have, but out the window type of thing. But at 9:30 at night, when this so-called manager came up and said, you've got to leave.
I remember that, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Where's your compassion here? I mean, so fucking what? Do you know what I mean? It's no skin off your nose, and it's not set the alarm off. And I am here on travels, and give me a break. But no, you get these power freaks who do my fucking head in just because they've got a manager badge or a uniform or whatever.
I don't care what you think, Dino. I don't care what you think.
But yeah, Connie Thunder, we did you stick to him, common denominator, and yeah, so so only because of what I said to him on previous lives, he didn't like it, things like that. So I think he was trying.
I had no idea about that.
You missed all the fun.
Very strange.
All the fun. I remember there was a few weeks, and he come on, and he started on the first week or second week. He was okay. The third week, he got his bee in his bonnet because Dino used to go off. He'd go off and have a smoke, or he'd go a piss.
Mm-hmm.
Then
I could do that.
Dilation.
I used to study Connie's face, right? Because when Dino come back, you can tell, you can read someone's face, and he was looking, and all he'd say is Dino, right? And Dino would be talking, and he'd go Dino, and it was just the way he just come out of it. He said, "I've noticed something about you." Right, it was very creepy and stalky.
Your eyes are different when you come back.
This is what I remember.
I had loads of comments saying, "Do you think he's gay? Do you think he fancies you and stuff like that?"
Big gay bear.
Well, I know David Scott does, but I'm virtual for David.
Big gay bear.
Things like that. I just class them as, and I mean, I'm nothing on YouTube, but whether you're nothing or not, you'll always get your groupies or your obsessional people
and your haters.
You know what I mean?
That's very devious behavior.
Dino knows about the groupies. He was in a group.
That does it for me. But yeah, he was definitely one of them who's first there backstage waiting for you to come out and sign his fucking sign your autograph for him. One of them.
Beans. Yeah, fucking hell, don't. Oh Christ! Oh,
if you're listening, Connie, Conte, or whatever your name is.
I'm listening.
I thought he was innocent.
Hey, Dino, everything you fucking say, I'm listening to. Got it here.
Honestly, I know exactly what you're going through. I planted a camera in every fucking room you're in. With a camera there, so I know everything you're doing.
It's funny. Some people.
Well, he came for me a few times on a few lives, and to be honest, eventually we did have an okay few lives, but again he kind of went on his kind of rant to a few people.
That's how he started on Dino.
Sometimes it's off the cuff.
He let me alone eventually, but,
Sorry, James.
No, just saying with that Connie, sometimes just a one-off comment with him, and it's just sort of like right to this, right to that point where you're like, what?
Yeah, exactly. I know what you mean.
If you look back, if you notice something, body language live, he brings his little dog out sometimes, and
Yeah.
he goes off for his little break. But when he comes back, I've noticed he's always stroking his dog.
Yeah,
his face looks different. His colour looks different. I'm thinking, what the fuck are you taking?
Did you go red? Hold up. Let me try and do my red. Hold up. I'm going to ship myself.
Yeah, give us your
yeah, but he did. He used to do that. He used to come back. He'd go off. He'd come back, and it was all right. And it was like, well, hold up a minute. You know, let's give him a bit of his own treatment. You know, fucking Connie.
Well, I don't know what he's doing now, but he soon fucked off after we started taking the piss out the dilation thing. So
he went on Pap's channel for a while, and then it was the same. So the thing is, Dino, it was exactly the same pattern. He was on Pap's channel, and then after the second or third week, then he started playing up. Then he was getting personal to Pap, and Pap just saw through it and went, "Fuck off." And you know, so there's a bit of a pattern with Connie. I don't know what his problem is.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to disrupt people who've got. I don't know. I've not met
something he doesn't agree with.
But I know about him.
That sounds familiar.
Applauding people.
It's like another shill, just like
Krinkle I thought he was a shill because he was actually sticking up for Krinkle at one point.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, you remember that? Yeah.
His physics conversations with him.
Sorry, Tony, what's that you've put in there? Tony Whitworth. The King has prorogued Parliament. Why? And it's not in the news, really? Because the first place I went was Mail Online, because anything like that, it would be on there. So he's prorogued Parliament, has he? Fucking hell! Why has he done that?
Mm-hmm.
No, sorry, Tony. I had no idea, mate. I've gone straight to where I thought. Well, he has.
It's obviously to implement certain.
It's brilliant what Tony
WEF.
does. He doesn't heartbreak that setup. Brilliant, Tony.
WEF
I wish you'd come on the panel, mate. You've been on before, Tony.
Yeah,
you've got a lot to say, and look who's on. So
be good to get him on.
You know, but anyway, it's up to you,
Tony,
mate.
If you got any more on that, Tony, drop on, mate. Let's have a discussion about it. Is it
what's he done? He's done what?
That would be unusual if a member of the monarchy has prorogued Parliament.
I did it about a week ago, and it's on the Independence website.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Whose website?
The Independence.
I'm just having a look now.
Please don't tell me it's independent free press. Can't be.
So sorry, what's he done? He's prorogued.
I'm just reading it now.
I'm trying to look it up.
Hold up. Oh yes, here we go. Parliament prorogued ahead of state opening. This was last week. Prorogue marks the end of parliamentary session and brings to an end almost all business in Parliament. It's the formal name given to the period between the end of a session of Parliament and the state opening of Parliament. That begins the next.
Special measures. Special measures.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's basically speed up the Online Safety Act as well.
It is.
And to do with illegal migration as well.
Got it here on the screen if you want it. It's which bills receive royal assent after the prorogation. On domestic rating bill, economic crime and corporate transparency bill, energy bill. The energy bill is another one to keep an eye on, folks. Believe me, that is another one to keep an eye on. Levelling up and regeneration bill, online safety bill. They crept that in down the list, but that's very important. The procurement bill. Worker Protection Amendment of Equality Act 2010. No, you're quite right. This was what was that? 26th of October last week. And this stuff gets buried. And Tony's right. This stuff don't get into the mainstream media like BBC News or Sky News.
You are so right. I just did a Google on that. Right, and it's come up with a couple, a couple of like blah blah blah, this, and then the Independent, Evening Standard, blah blah. Then it goes YouTube, and the only one it brought up on YouTube was Liv Truss bakes a coronation pie for King Charles.
Like
what the fuck?
The place to go first, if you hear anything like this about prorogation, is to go to the Parliament website.
Yeah, it's UK Parliament or www.parliament.uk.
.uk, yeah, that one.
7 days ago, yeah. It'll be prorogued on Thursday, the 26th of October.
I've done a search on Google, and nothing came up for the mainstream media. And that was my next search. I thought, well, I'll go straight to Parliament. Go to the bollocks, not the underpants, as we say. The underpants.
Mate, is that playable? That?
Yeah. Do you want me to play it? Do you want me to play it?
Yeah, I mean, go for it. Yeah.
Right, hold up. Hold up. I've got to do an experiment here first. Can you hear this?
Yeah.
You can hear that?
I thought you meant you.
I can't.
Right. You.
Right, 1 minute. I've got to change the audio settings here.
Oh, you love that audio setting that you've got.
Yeah, echo cancellation. Right, I've turned it up. Remind me to put it back on because I'll forget. Right, here we go. I'll play this then.
What is prorogation? Prorogation marks the end of Parliament's working year, also known as a parliamentary session. It must take place before the next state opening of Parliament, which begins a new session of work in the House of Lords and House of Commons. Prorogation is marked by a ceremony in the House of Lords chamber. Like state opening, Black Rod summons MPs to the Lords chamber to hear a speech that has been written by the government. Unlike state opening, the ceremony is presided over by a group of members of the Lords instead of the King.
My Lords and members of the House of Commons.
The final acts to receive royal assent and become law are also announced during the prorogation ceremony. Any draft law that has not yet become an act or has not been carried over to the next session will fail. Once the prorogation ceremony has concluded, the Lords and MPs leave the chamber and preparations begin in the Palace of Westminster for the state opening of Parliament and the King's speech.
Yeah, it's a bit of a synopsis of what that's all about. That was, I call that type of video. The way it's narrated by like a children's TV presenter. Oh, the plebs, we got to let them know what we mean by our technical terms, and we'll do it in a childish voice with a girl with a childish voice, a bit like the O2 advert. That fucking woman that does the voiceovers of that. O2, it's the mobile phone that you can get cheaper bills.
Does the advert annoy you, Mike?
Does it annoy me? That O2 advert, her voice grates me. I have to smash the radio up.
Remember those two cunts that used to get on the keyboard and sing that little song?
Oh, yes.
Oh, I hated those two.
Yeah.
James, can you turn your echo on so it echoes even more?
Oh, sorry.
Again.
Michael, help me out here.
I think we got the echo on still, Mike.
No, it's gone now, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
No, I just want to play this.
Well, that's for James because he turned it on.
Right. There we go.
James has fallen down the well. Do we need to get Lassie?
Maybe. The thing is, the thing is, it says here historically the prorogation of Parliament was the normal, and the monarch would typically only summon Parliament to approve royal taxes and summarily prorogue the body again. Prorogation was also used as a royal tactic to avoid parliamentary scrutiny. So really, what is he doing? That's the question. What is he really doing?
I put a link in the back chat on the Parliament website. It talks about what he's basically gone in and said, we need to fast forward these. You need to put these as a priority, and you will sort this out quickly.
Yeah, and most of them, there's 3 of them I noted straight away that align with the WEF policies. Straight in there. One's that energy bill that's going through. The second one's the online bill. There was a third. Oh, Christ.
He's not supposed to be political, is he?
No.
So he's breaking the the legal and lawful, isn't he?
He's not telling them how to vote. He's
The
telling them
right
that they need to
bit. That's the
supersede
right
this and make this priority.
Right. The third one, which caught my eye, was the procurement bill. Now, there's a link there. If I just put that back on the little screen here, the procurement bill, all the others take you somewhere where it's explained. The procurement bill, when you go to the website, I'll do it again, right? So we've got the ones that I'm interested in is the energy bill, the online safety bill, right? And the procurement bill. Oh, what's that all about? Let's have a look. The government would surely tell us what that's all about, yeah? No. They've took it off because that's a very controversial bill. And if someone wants to know what to do for the weekend, I will talk about this on my Sunday show. There's a reason why they've took this off their fucking website. People look it up.
That's very
There's
dodgy.
always a reason.
Yeah.
Mike, when you going live next?
Sunday.
Sunday, okay.
Yeah, 8 o'clock Sunday, mate. Yeah.
No worries.
God help us if all my sellotape sticks together.
God
still.
help us, Governor.
And God help us. God help us. Oh, let's get that.
I've noticed, Mike, that you like to tend to stick to really good topics on your channel. You talk about a lot of very topical things.
Well, yeah, but I try to keep it that way, UK lady, because there's plenty of channels out there where everyone's having a bitch fest at each other, and I don't really come on YouTube to do that. I like discussing.
I agree.
Because there's lots going on that they don't want us to discuss, and I think there's a lot of people on YouTube that are out there that come across as, they're normal people, normal functioning members of society, that you soon find out they don't want you talking about it as well. And it's like, why? They'd rather talk about what someone called them on another
They knew what
stream.
was coming at the beginning, Mike. That's why we got that at the beginning. And they knew what were going to come. And then, James come on. And so, yeah, it's been a mellow, controversial debate on certain things with the right kind of people on the panel. So anyone in the chat, I've let you in and I've told my mods to let you stay there.
Well, can I just prove something, Dino?
I'm glad that Tony Whitworth brought this to our attention now. Thank you, Tony.
I know someone's going to call me.
I'm hoping Tony will come on regularly. The comments he puts up, if that guy can come across with his voice and say, I reckon it'd be more powerful. People will listen more to that. I'm not pushing Tony, but he has been on before. And
I'll shut up after this, Dino. I just want to prove that wasn't a setup, right? And that the other links on here go somewhere, right? So energy bill, if I click that, it takes you to the energy bill information. Online safety bill, right? That's there because they've been in our faces about it. But you go to the procurement bill, nothing.
Yeah.
And I want people to go and have a look at it because that's the one that's worrying. Everything else on here works. Economic bill, that works. That link works. Non-domestic bill rating. Economic crime, that's in there. Worker protection. Oh, shite. Oh, I've gone too far now. But yeah, all them other links did work, apart from the procurement bill, which
they do have a page for the procurement bill. I'll pop that in the back chat if you want it, but it's not the same.
Stick it up. No. Stick it up. Let's have a look.
Julia.
Right. The procurement bill. The reason I'll just give you a clue as to why I think they've taken it away. It's because this is a lot of it's to do with government contracts. COVID exposed a little bit to us just how corrupt and backwards they are, and the money that was shoved around. The procurement bill, I think, is going to make it easier for them to take to charge more taxes, for them to take more money from us from what they call a crisis situation like COVID, a pandemic, whatever's going to turn out from what's going to happen in this country with Palestine blowing up and our diversity project that's obviously gone wrong. Is how they're going to deal with this, who they're going to get in, what third parties, what private contractors are going to deal with this, what private contractors are going to deal with that. Look at people to look out for are Serco, Capita, and Babcock's, people like that, people in the security services and providing services to the military. and the police. IBM is another one. They're all mentioned in this. It's the framework agreement that's built around the procurement bill. There's lots of companies and people of interest that I'd keep a very close eye on. And this is all, they're having the road paved the way for them at this very moment.
Well, I just put in the comments section on here in the YouTube comments what it actually says. They've actually passed the bill now, the procurement bill.
By both houses, text the bill, which was all sent. Oh, but done then. Yeah, it's a done. Tonight, God help us. That's all I can fucking say. God help us.
So is that what he did in that royal elective parliament?
So the King Cock, right? Whose Uncle Dickie educate him everything he fucking knows. I can't call him king. There's no way I can call him king. I'm not a royalist by any means, but I did have a certain level of respect for the Queen. She sort of kept her personal things away from politics in this country, whereas King Charles, whatever they call him, King Dick, this is a different level. I don't think he's going to last long, to be honest. I really don't. I think he's going to cause so much fucking grief.
Quick question to Surf. If I've missed you before in the chat, I'm sorry. But when you, that comment there, when you say that, are you talking about asylum seekers being brought into army camps or disused at like Scampton? Can you elaborate on that?
Who's that, Dana? What one's that?
It's there. Sorry, I put it on the.
Sorry, sir. Disney Birmingham Airport, we've seen a lot of army planes coming in every day. Yeah, well, got to be careful.
I mean, when you say army, you're talking about British Army, overseas army. If you can just elaborate on that for us, mate, because you know what we've been hearing about, you know, the asylum seeker situation, where disused ferries, disused RAF camps, etc., flying them in, billets and barracks, you know, all accessories and amenities, you know.
Well, I can tell you for a fact, Royal Air Force planes flying into Birmingham Airport are flying in the some of the thousands, right? This is one thing you can't get your head around. The thousands of Afghan so-called translators that helped out the British military, right? So that basically means with the amount of British personnel that were in Afghanistan at the time, officers and senior NCOs must have had 2 or 3 fucking translators working for them at the time. They're flying them into Birmingham. They're not flying him into Brighton or Norton. Why are they flying him into Birmingham? Because probably they're going to feel more at home being housed in Birmingham, because that place is sort of Birmingham style as London is London style.
We get the culture there is very much so in that sense. Mind you, everywhere is now, but Birmingham's got a big.
Well, Mike, I've just checked the online safety bill one, and it's got the exact same details at the bottom. It has been confirmed that it's now an act of parliament.
Sorry, so it's not an act of parliament.
It is. They passed them all from the looks of it.
Yeah. I don't know what happened to this page here.
Interesting, UK. Thanks for that. But thanks for that as well, sir. Thanks for coming in. Anyone who's come in, thanks very much indeed. Really appreciate it. All your comments, brilliant tonight. Just ignore WON2 because that's Bright 77 in so-called no disguise whatsoever. That's why I call him Not So Bright. He keeps bringing in my town up. It's no secret. I've always told people from day one where I live and things like that. My first and last name and shit like that, and stuff I've done bad in the past. So it's all come out. So it's like, and I said it no, it was mine, I think, where I said, bring it on, I'll challenge anyone. So everything, what everyone thinks they've got on me and things like that, I've already told them.
So, you know, someone's always says they got something on someone.
Yeah, I'm not bothered. It's just behind the scenes. It's just like as if, you know,
all I know is Dino is well into them
I'm not walking on eggshells. I won't do that. I think it's the other way around, to be honest with you, but I'm not going into all that anyway.
No need. No need.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I know. But you know, a bit of time for get over it. But there's one thing I won't have, and that's anyone slagging Biker Ready off at all. So you know, things are different now. That's all. And he's such a private man. Like we spoke a lot in private and that, and he's carried that much weight on his shoulders over the, and he's one of them. You all right, mate? And go, yeah, everything's fine, fella.
What his missus is going through, isn't it? Yeah.
And himself. You know, he's had like physical stuff going on, like all kinds of shit. I mean, he's so private. He won't me to say much, but yeah, bit weird, really, because within the same year, you know, lots of heavy weight on her shoulders, and it just happened to be like, you know, that before. But yeah, things have got to move on. I won't have anyone slagging him off, and there's nothing I will never appreciate what he did for me. You know. So, but you know, times change.
They certainly do. They certainly do. Anyway, that lot's all being signed over next Tuesday, Tuesday the 7th in Parliament.
Yeah.
If you want to watch it.
No, you're all right.
Then,
it has to be before the 7th, doesn't it? All.
No, it is actually on the 7th.
Actually on the 7th. Oh well, leave it late.
That's the ceremony. You mean?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but it had to be prorogued before the 7th.
Yeah. And it all happened.
That immigration bill is essentially making it so they can't stay in the country. So if somebody comes here through illegal routes, they have to either be sent back to their own country or sent to a third country where they can be processed.
I suppose that's the only good thing, isn't it?
Well, I don't think it's going to happen, to be honest. I think it's
going to be a difficult one.
Yeah, they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it.
How can they maintain that?
They don't want to do it. Everyone goes on. See, this is what makes me laugh. People see Suella Braverman and she does the kickback. Oh, well, it's the culture of European rights and all this. It's a load of bollocks. She don't want to do it.
Fucking hate her.
So what she's doing, she's put in front of the cameras to make it look like, well, the government do want to do something, but there's these external foreign bodies that are stopping us from doing it. No, fuck it. We're a sovereign country. If they wanted to do something, they could have done something a long time ago. They haven't. They don't want to. They want this country flooded with everyone from all over the world here, getting split, divided, having a ruckus like we're seeing with the Palestinian support at the moment, because that's exploded. Just not Palestinians doing it; it's the whole Muslim fucking world doing it. This is what they want.
And we see it every day. So you mix all these cultures together. Oh, that's a good thing. We're all the same and all that. But you still see that separatism, and you still see it. There's a gang there and a gang here, and we do it. The English, you know, it's nothing's really changed in that respect where it comes to separatism. But either they're trying to mix us all together, so to speak, including
the thing is, though, Dino, we go to another country, we conform to that country, you know?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
So
you
try
to get a mayor position. You go and live in Saudi Arabia or any of these Muslim countries, and you say, "Well, I want to get politically involved, right? As an Englishman, Scotsman, or whatever, you want to get involved in their political system. You'll never get in. They won't allow it. They still call you an alien. They call you an alien.
Or even Mike, you go over there and you marry somebody from there, and your child wants to do that as a job. That's still not going to happen.
No, it's not going to happen.
And yet over here, anything does.
Goes here. Anything goes, and I mean literally anything goes, and that's what makes me sick about this country. Anything.
Well, look at our Prime Minister now. He's not really English or British, is he?
They're all denizens. I call them denizens. It's very dangerous what we've done. We've got the Scottish Parliament.
Imagine this happened 40 years ago. What?
No, it would never.
A guy with that name alone, never mind even looking at it.
When Obama...
Humza in Scotland, right? Have you seen he's swearing in to Parliament? Right? Let me just get it up here. This will really piss you off, right? What she's swearing into the Scottish Parliament, right? What's his name? Hamza, Scottish.
Abu.
Swearing in.
You remember him, do you, James?
Yeah.
Right.
Abu Hamza.
One with the arm, not the hand. But...
Here we go.
Yeah.
Let's one. Oh God.
Come on, mate, you worse than me.
Got it in now. I've got it now. It's just I'm doing the one finger type, right? So I'm going to change my audio settings again. For fuck's sake, why did I volunteer?
Oh yeah, you're going to make it echo.
Right, here we go. Okay, right. So if I put that on that screen there, right now, this made me physically sick.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, but hold up, just listen to it, right? Listen to it.
Hamza Yousaf, Glasgow Pollock.
I, Hamza Harun Yousaf.
I, Hamza Harun Yousaf.
Do swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance.
Do swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance.
To Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth, her heirs and successors according to law.
To Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth, her heirs and its successors according to law.
So help me God.
So help me God. मैं हमजा यूसुफ ईमानदारी और सच्ची दिल से ये ऐलान करता हूँ कि मैं हमेशा हर मैजेस्टी क्वीन एलिजाबेथ उनके कानूनी वारसों उनके जानशीनों का वफादार और सच्ची दिल से तबीयतदार रहूँगा और इसमें खुदा वंदे करीम मेरी मदद फरमाए.
I mean, why was that? Why was that? This was after, not so long after his speech, that there's
hold on.
My brain is hurting from that.
Hold on. He was just speaking Scottish.
Oh, was it? Oh, fuck. Sorry, James. I misheard it. I thought it was Urdu. Oh, it's Scottish, right? Okay. Yeah, but you know, if he wanted to impress, he could have done it in English first and then done it in Gaelic, but he didn't choose to do that. He wanted to do it in Urdu, and
one of them
yeah.
got that little smile.
But what is he doing wearing a kilt? What is he doing wearing a kilt? What family bloodlines has he got? What connection has he got?
I thought that.
Sorry.
It's like
It's
me
JPM
going to,
again.
It's like me going to Pakistan, right? Living there for a few years, getting into politics, which would never happen by the way. Getting into and then going into their equivalent of their parliament, and then standing there in English, going, "Yeah, I'll do this," and then trying to break out into Pakistani first, then English, and then wearing all the fucking dresses the men wear there. Me dressing up like a fucking raghead with the men's dresses on, because they all wear men's dresses, don't they? How hypocritical. I've got no cultural connection with that country at all. So I wouldn't want to come across that way. It's like, take me or leave me, you know, bloody silly Englishman. But this guy walks into fucking Scottish Parliament with a kilt on and pulls off this act. What a load of crock of shit. Absolute crock of shit. And as I say, that's not long after his speech.
Imagine the Scottish are more patriotic.
Well, a lot of them like it. A lot of them like it. They thought it
We're
was great.
still echoing, by the way, Mike.
Yeah, Mike.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. That's because I'm...
Well, when you put that first image up on pause, what did I say? What the fuck is that?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. You know, he's got the gall to walk into Scottish Parliament wearing a fucking kilt. I just like, no, you can't.
And what was with the top? It was like the top of him was Asian and the bottom half was Scottish.
Yeah, the top was traditionally Asian.
This guy got under his kilt.
They wear like a wedding.
There's probably a Scud missile under there somewhere, but
he's probably wearing fucking white fronts, mate. He's probably wearing a pair of white fronts.
Foreign.
He definitely did not look comfortable on that walk.
I'll tell you what's not under there, and that's a pair of bollocks. Because the guys are...
Yo, the bollocks is what he's talking and fucking projecting.
Coming out the other end, yeah. That's coming out the other end, the bollocks.
Guys, carry on. Just give me 2 minutes. Cheers, DJ Hertz, and then anyone else who's coming. Massive thanks to Tony Whitworth and Mai Chong, if I've got that name right. You two guys are going at it with each other. Keep it going.
No, they're giving it going.
Brilliant. Thanks so much.
Tony's full of really good information.
Tony is always full of perfect information.
Have you listened, panel, that Dino's disappeared again?
Uh-oh.
Where is he going? What's he doing? Is his eyes going to be different when he comes back?
Yeah, when he comes back, I'm going to funch it out with him. I tell you, I'm going to fucking have it
a
out.
man can sit for hours and hours and hours without having to go to the toilet. But where the fuck is he going?
Everyone's got to say that he's fucking different when he comes back. Right? Everyone's got to say, Dino, when you come back, you're fucking different. What was that?
That was me, sorry.
As long as he doesn't come back as Patricia.
Was that you breaking in?
Put my lips together and blow.
For fuck's sake.
I actually made Krinkle pop up in his seat once when I did that. He was like, what is that?
That's a tight thing you've got there, SG.
Well, he's gave up tonight. Mummy's obviously put Krinkle to bed early tonight. He's misbehaving.
Yeah, that's one word for it.
Yeah, we're on YouTube. We can't say what we really feel.
Don't believe me, just watch.
Well, Tony Whitworth mentioned something earlier, which I'd actually seen a video of on Correct Not Political channel, Jim's channel earlier, where he went into Tesco and he said, I've just come to look at this shit and I found these sweets which are aimed at children, which are sex education sweets, and you're selling them. And you're selling them really low down on the shelves, you know, where like 5-year-olds could grab it. Yeah. And Tony Whitworth mentioned it earlier, and he's fucking right, because Jim literally showed it. And you had these Tesco employees going, I don't really want to be filmed. And Jim's like, well, you're filming me, aren't you?
Yeah. Fucking
You know.
What are the sweets? Well, they're like phallic shaped and shit like that.
I think so. Yes. And they had like condom shaped things on the outside of the bag. And you know, he literally said to a lady that was just a random lady, he said, "Excuse me, what do you think of this?" And she stuck around. She was like, "Yeah, this isn't right."
So it weren't like the Haribo advert where the guy's going, "Oh, you go past the fucking cornet, past the ice cream van, and that whatever that fucking advert was." So Tesco's are selling the version of his. Oh, you go past the condom,
I don't know.
past the phallic cock, and then up the vagina, and then round the back passage.
See, I don't know that advert because I don't watch television. So
no, there was a
shake it, twist it, bop it.
Is that what they use? Talker's kid. Is that what they all use? Talker's kid.
I'm sorry that caught me out then.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Dino. You should go away because the conversation's gone right downhill now.
You look a bit different, Dino. What you done?
You've missed it all.
Why you look so
You
different?
look different, Dino. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's that about? Are you fluffed your hair or something?
And you look
Are you a bit lighter? Have you actually been for a poo?
Can I see your,
Gosh, that's cheese.
Can I see your pupils, Dino, please?
Yeah, he's done his hair.
Can I see your pupils? Your pupils, please. They're dilated or not?
Bring your face to the camera, Dino.
It's all right. He's in the pupil stage.
Let's have a look at your fucking eyes. Let's have a look at your fucking eyes. Look into my eyes.
Not around the eyes, but in the eyes.
Of course, he's that powerful to see that.
Did you guys ever watch that TV series, Bad Robots?
By who?
No.
It's called Bad Robots. It was on Channel 4. Where technology gets back at humans. Oh my gosh, it's hilarious.
No, really.
Basically, it's a prank show when they set up like all these different robots and machines and stuff to prank the public. And so, like one of them, you think that you're in a shopping mall getting like sweets to try, and they wind up being dog treats or baby laxatives or something. And another one's, they have like rogue robots that are checking people in a hotel and stuff.
I mean,
quite funny, but
people think that AI is going to take over, human beings in one. A lot of people believe that there's going to be an army.
That's right.
AIs and that for me that comes from films, but there's been a lot of truth in the movies. And parts of it, and it comes true at some point.
AI will be the disconnect between the tyrants at the top and the plebs at the bottom. AI will be that fulfillment that does all the dirty work for the likes
in between.
It's the layer in between us and them that want us
The
control.
buffer.
I think that's what AI is that buffer, to be honest. That's my opinion on it.
Tony, are you taking the fucking piss? Because you've never done that before. I've only ever been called Neil about
Oh,
4
wow,
times.
man. What are you saying, Tony? Oh, my
Don't forget,
God.
Tony, squat down for a minute, right?
We got no
Neil
lentils left.
never wore glasses.
Who ate all the lentils? The lentils have all gone.
Don't let Vivian come back in.
I was thinking more of Rimmer
Great
from.
series that way. It's really
Well,
great. That.
don't forget that Mike can be Mike.
Yeah, I could be Mike. Yeah, what are you talking about, you silly bastard? You ate all the lentils.
We need to get you a big H to put on your forehead like Rimmel, so we know that you're a hologram.
Rimmer, yeah.
Yeah, Jesus, bloody hell. Oh, they don't make them like that. Don't make them like that anymore.
What was that you said, Neil?
Not to. What is OON2 on about? Is it secret code? It feels like these Russian messages that come through sometimes.
Right, mate.
It's definitely bright because he puts WEIR.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
it is. Bright, why are you being OON2?
I don't know.
His
It's some
surname
sort
is
of,
Weir, and he keeps putting it up, and it's a bit weird, right? Because myself and a couple of others, right, we're trying to look into him, right, like people do to me, right, and just found out his surname was Weir, and he's got a brother who works in a certain industry, shall we say. And as soon as I found that out, I only told a couple of people about it, and then the next live I did, he were coming out with all his cryptic block capital fucking whatever. And he just put that name in. Yes, Dino Weir. That's what he put. Half of it in capitals, and then
I've got nothing against
how
Bright,
the fuck do you know that I've just found your surname out?
but that's a bit strange, yeah.
It is a bit strange, and who sent me a photograph of something? But anyway, you get that much sometimes. But yeah, that is a bit strange. That is, and now he's coming. Why would you come in as that? Why not come in as Not So Bright 77 instead of it? What does that mean? Why do you keep talking?
Maybe he's on a ban or something.
No, I'm getting the vibe, and I don't know what it is. A voice in my head has just maybe put that in as a reply. I don't know what it is, but something went in my head, and I think I'm speaking his language. I think I've got.
Was it like a popping?
No, seriously, I've got a brain connection.
Oh, I thought you were, opening up the third eye.
No, I've got it.
Fourth eye.
In it, Mr.
So you got
Van.
part of it right, Mike.
Yeah. No, I'm with it now. I'm on that wavelength. OON2. I think I've just tuned in.
As long as you don't start asking for pics of a gene and bots.
Lies about what? About what? In fact, why don't you come on the panel? There's one space left on the panel.
I'm concentrating.
So
I'm happy to step down if you need space.
Constipating.
Especially a shit name like that.
It fucking hurts.
Come on the panel, explain what you're talking about. Stop playing games, you soft twat.
You
said to me 2 years ago, I'm going to expose you, Dean, and all this. Well, and that's when you came on the panel.
No, I think
you know what I mean? Calm down,
Maybe he forgot to put the word himself in there. Maybe he wanted to expose himself to you, Dino.
I mean, well, that's fine. I can do that. I can do it backstage after the live. I don't.
What do you mean you can do that?
I really don't mind talking to people.
Well, I'm going to have to do. No, something's telling me to spell it the Greek way, which is.
Oh my God! Does that mean you're going to send me dynamite or what? TNT? Shit.
O2 is bollocks.
Let me just go and get another pair of underpants because I'm shitting myself right now. Mate, why'd you do this? Why don't you? What do you want to say? Honestly, seriously.
Going to, and I've got to do this capital now. Let's go Pollock. Oh, sorry, is going to 2, and it's number 2 below you.
Who's having a number 2?
No, it's another message just coming into my head. I don't know how it's getting there, but it's coming, and O2 will know what I mean. Or N2, is it N2? Yeah.
Do you know what? I know exactly what you mean by that, Mike.
Dino, you got it. See, once you're connected, mate, that's it. You're in.
That's
you're
it.
in
I've
there,
got
mate.
it. I've got it.
There.
I've absolutely got it. I've got I've got it. I've got the comment, but
yeah.
There's no. Hang on a minute, guys. This could be the one and only None Your Business who might want to come on.
Oh well.
So I'm going to ask him. None Your, that's you. Right, hang on.
We've still got to vet anyone who comes on, though. Please.
Yeah, I know. SG, thanks.
Sorry, none if it is you, but you know. I just him.
Wow. My eyes are like needing bleach now.
I didn't even see.
That's Krinkle's favourite one. That's fair, because that's
been on
the
a few
reason why he's got that
times,
midget.
That's the one he always uses on our
Got rid of it quick anyway. Thank God.
Krinkle likes being spooned.
I'll give you that.
He loves being spooned
I'll
by
give you
midget.
that, mate. You've won tonight. Well done.
Would that be a teaspoon?
Is that because he wants to feel like he's got a backpack on?
I don't know, but would that be a teaspoon as opposed to a dessert spoon?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. But yeah, we can see.
Really
but it's great. It's very revealing because it just reveals what's going on in Krinkle's head.
I'll tell you what. I will. I've said it before. I respect anyone, no matter what they do. I might.
Could you imagine Krinkle watching Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs? Could
but
you
he
watch
is
him?
Smart. How he could get me
He's
like
not
with
smart.
these certain people.
Oh my! I wouldn't want to be sat near him.
Can you imagine Dino, him watching Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs? He'd be sitting there. He wouldn't know where to put his arms. He'd be all over it.
He'd be a good sundial at that point.
Yeah. See, we were doing that sort of thing when we were like 12, 13. You're coming into puberty and, you're sure porno stuff or stuck together magazines, or in my case, we were so poor, it was fucking Littlewood's catalogues. You were doing that as young teenagers. This guy's 50 years old. 50 years old, and he's acting like a teenager, having a wank in the background to soft porn.
I can imagine it now. It's hi ho, it's off to work we go with a shovel and pick and a crinkle stick. Hi ho, hi ho.
I feel sorry for his mum. I feel sorry for his mother. Krinkle's mother. Krinkle's mum, if you're listening, I do absolutely.
Yeah, she's not going to be though. But
with the sticky sheets, the sticky paper, the sticky.
There is help out there, love.
How many socks does he go through? For God's
Just
sake?
reach out. We'll get you into some sort of facility or some sort of advice.
Yeah, UK lady. I think that's what he's been after all the time is some help, but not the way that you're talking.
Yeah.
You're right,
yeah.
SG, spot on.
Oh, I meant for his mum.
Hand job.
Come on, I'll fucking whatever, and that's why I give him too many chances. But I must say, Tony, that's the nicest thing anyone's said to me for a while. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yeah, sorted. Nice one, Tony. Can't be done.
Yeah, Tony, massive mate. I honestly. We'd love you to. Every one of us on here now would love you to. I don't mean now tonight, but it'd really be nice to rather to. It's whoever you prefer, really, but it would be nice to hear you on the panel. It would.
Well, Dino, I've got to go, mate. And seeing that the midget there, I've got to go off and get my socks ready for the morning. And no, it's been great being on the panel tonight. It's certainly been an eye opener, and I've got some more great clips of Krinkle doing his stuff, and the evidence to back up what accounts they're coming from. So nice. Thanks, Krinkle.
I just think they're taking advantage. He knows what he's done because Barker's not here. Because Barker has them sorted within 2 seconds. So he knows why he's been doing this tonight because it's different now. So well done, Krink. You've won this one. Well done, but we're still on to you. And Mike's
just got to get into a routine, Dino.
What life has Krinkle got to be able to spend so much effort in then thinking, well, who did Dino used to have on his channel, and what I'll do, I'll replicate the names of that. But you got to think about how much time this sad 50-year-old odd person has sat down in his mother's spare bedroom going for, oh, I've got to get Dino. I've got to remember now who used to come on his channel so that I can use them names to come on, and I'll get me wanking midget going off on there as well. And I can have a wank in the background whilst the wanking midget's on. But like, what type of fucking mind is this? That's
Well,
doing
I kind of take it as SG might
I think
agree.
it's a sex case.
Is there a club for people that are 50s in their 50s and wankers or something?
I don't know. Do you know what? Look, I'm in my 50s. You know, don't don't spend more.
Oh, I'm not saying you all are, but I'm just saying in
It
general.
depends whether you're alone or not. It depends who you live with.
I think so.
I'm not going to get into this conversation. It's not going to go well. We're all over 50.
I know what you're saying. I know what SG.
I thought that'd be funny.
I just want to know, right? This is what I said before. There's certain people, right? And Krinkle's well known and things like that.
He's already on a register.
It doesn't. I don't understand what his obsession is with
midgets,
other people,
and
myself.
Putting pipes up people's arse. That's his obsession. He wants someone's arse to put things in, poke things into. And midgets, he likes midgets.
Well,
maybe midgets make him feel more
powerful.
powerful.
Any 50-year-old mature person.
No, it's psychological. It's psychological. Midgets, midgets or people of height difficulties.
You mean
well, perhaps he's just not felt the inside of a woman's thigh recently, and maybe that would help.
No, you see, it's never a vagina. It's never a vagina. It's a man's ass or it's a man wanking with Krinkle. So that's giving you messages straight away. Sexual preferences. It's quite clear. He's coming across.
I thought he was always pretty open about his sexual preferences, though.
Well, no, I think it's coming out subliminally with all this porn bombing that he's doing. I think there's more to it. I think ideal is mastering, being a master to some sort of midget slave where he can poke objects.
I thought you were going to say wrong there for a minute.
Well, that's the message I get because that's what he's constantly doing, and it's like, well, what does this all mean? Why is he showing this stuff? And they say that people, will artistically show their preferences, and maybe this is Krinkle's way of doing it. Whilst his mum's asleep there, I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know if he's a dippial or if it's Freudian. Sorry, man.
Oh my God. I just think it's very concerning that this guy's loose.
I mean,
and he's
there's other ways to try and bring someone's channel down. Why do it that way? And like I said before, why are YouTube letting someone like that get away with
more about his perversions?
People doing innocent video and they get bollocked for it.
Maybe he's trying to normalize his perversions.
Dino, it's more about sharing his sexual preferences and perversions. That's what it is. What he's doing is
he's going away with it, and some people's channels are suffering from it because of the channel.
Well, people have lost channels.
He gets off on it, Dino. He's doing this. As he's doing it, he's probably pulling his little fucking winky off.
Yeah,
probably. He's doing it.
He's certainly putting it in the wank bank for later.
Okay, guys. I've had a really poorly tummy for the last couple of days. I don't need any more. Anything else to encourage me to be sick again?
I spitballed my friend.
A 50-year-old wanking
constantly
like a 15-year-old,
even though it's Krinkle.
Twat.
Can I just say why? Sorry, guys. It's Tony. Tony, are you going? Tony's going to be on Mike's on Sunday, guys. Sunday is Mike's live.
Top man.
And also to the guy who's
that'll be good.
Chatting back and forth. Mike Young, Tony Whitworth. Good night. Thanks for the engagement.
Respect,
guys. Fantastic. Thank you very much indeed.
Yeah, I've got to get off as well. Dino, it's been great. Thanks, UK lady, SG, James.
Yep.
Respect. Yeah.
All those in the chat.
Brilliant, mate.
OON2. I don't know what's going on there, mate. There's something going on with your vocabulary, and I don't know all these secret messages you're doing.
All right.
It's all right. Take a chill pill, man. Step of Style. Cheers, man. Behave yourself. And I think we got a fake Ronovich in the chat there. I don't think it is Ron.
No, I doubt it.
No, that's not. No. Anyway, I'm off. I've got to go. Got to go to bed.
Right, mate. Thanks,
Okey-doke.
thanks again, mate. And hopefully I'll see you on Friday, and then I'll join you on Sunday as well.
Got to be done. Nice one. All right, then. Oh, you on Friday as well, are you?
Magical. It's a deal.
Got to be done. All right. Good night, guys. Take care. God bless you. And
Thanks very much, mate.
keep them clenched.
Much love, mate. Thanks very much.
Literally.
Yeah, I can't help it. Sometimes it works, timing.
Mhm.
Oops. Can't help the timing though,
That sounds like a chihuahua what's hungry.
It used to get a lot of laughs at school. I can say that.
I've got it already. Yeah. When the old joke shops used to be around, right?
You mean the job centre?
The spearmint, like a fucking mousetrap on your finger.
Oh, I thought you meant the job centre. Sorry, I used to call it the joke shop.
Oh yeah, but no, I meant the
but you mean an
stuff.
actual? Yeah. What a shop, whatever it was, that also did like a whole shelf and spinning thing of like all the jokes, like rubber dog shit and yeah.
Every city had one of those. Right?
Yes, water squirting lighters and
yeah,
all
There
that.
used to be a website called postapoo.com where you could actually post a shit to somebody that you didn't like. But because it's illegal to actually post real shit, they would do fake ones.
Yeah, what we used to do, UK lady, was we'd take a dog shit, put it on someone's like step outside the front door, and we put a bit of newspaper on it, just a bit, and a bit of something that burns, like lighter fuel or something. Then we'd light it and knock on the door, and they'd open the door and go, "Fucking hell, what's that?" And they'd stamp all over it to put it out, and then they'd go, "What the hell? There's shit everywhere."
I'll tell you something that my a geezer I used to work with, right? He got married to this bird, and obviously it didn't go well, and they split up, right? And to get his revenge with her, right? He sent her a snake in the post. Obviously, the snake died. Oh, yeah, the snake died. Obviously, got to her, the snake died, but they got him because he left his fingerprints on the sellotape. And that's a true story. Yeah, we called him Issin Sid after that.
I bet.
Mm.
He was a bit of a snake, wasn't he?
He was. Fingerprints on the sellotape.
Imagine the stench.
Yeah. He's really pissed off with her though.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think Stepper means guilty, as in what you said, SG, with the newspaper shape stuff.
Yeah.
Stepper.
Guilty of that, isn't
Style,
he?
Stepper Style, yeah. Is that where you got your name from? Stepper Style.
No, that's pretty good there, Dina. Now, I've got to say, right, I changed a lot since those days, but those days I was a complete practical joker. I left school, I was a practical joker, but it got to the level of which I was getting sacked from every kind of placement on my YTS that I go to. And I was going to get sacked from the actual YTS place, Yeah, because and so was a bunch of other people, because the practical jokes were damaging, You
know
damaging
what?
property, damaging
Only
vehicles.
YouTube was about back then. You'd have made a fucking fortune.
I guess so, but I mean, I had to decide to stop doing it because I could not help it, and it was going too far. It was going way too far.
Someone
Like, oh,
could
look,
have
you got
died.
4 flat tires. Oh, I see ya. And it was like, what? But it all began by, turning somebody's petrol off on the bike. And by the time we'd get down to the junction, they pull up right next to us and go, fucking something wrong with my bike. And we're like, your fuel turned off, dickhead. Yeah. And that's how it starts. And it's funny. And it's, like it reaches a point at which it goes way beyond.
Yeah, then fights start happening.
When you sit down on the toilet and you go, where's all this fucking ink come from on my hands? Like, I'm going to touch the seat. What the hell? And then you're like, What's that? Is that actually cling film strapped over the toilet? Like, what the fuck?
Oh, dear.
Yeah, you know, it's like, really?
Oh, especially if you go to person.
Honestly, you could, yeah. Honestly, you'd be opening the doors really careful. You know, you'd be like creeping in and going, "Is there anyone waiting for me to do something?" Or you know, you got really paranoid.
Anxiety level must have hit the roof.
Serious, yeah, serious.
We used to have both on each side of the main road, two guys at two lots of guys on each side of the road, and there were nothing there. But when a car came along, we used to go.
Oh, I've seen these
Most
videos.
often than not, they would slow down and stop. We thought we had a walk crossing.
Or if you pull up next to somebody with their car window down, just say, your keys are in the door.
Silly celeb, yeah, we are. So, yeah, I suppose, yeah.
We actually did tie some fishing line.
Like,
we actually did tie fishing line across the road and wrap it around a couple of like signposts, and we're just sitting there and yeah. And then somebody came along on a motorbike, and we were like, "Oh shit! Unwrap it! Unwrap it! Unwrap it! Got it! Got it!"
Okay, what's time? Right, okay. We'll give it till another 10 minutes. It's midweek, and I know there's a lot of people.
Yeah, I'm going to go soon as well.
So we'll give it midweek. It's really nice to. It was a last minute thing again, you know, trying to get myself back up again. But
I can't believe it's Thursday.
According to tonight, brilliant.
Yeah, the week is flying by, man.
Honestly,
this week really has gone fly by. One thing I found out tonight, you know Neil from the Young Ones, though.
Oh,
you know he did. He did a single.
Yeah.
Hole in my shoe.
Hole in my shoe.
Really?
A Traffic cover. Traffic. The group.
I didn't know that.
You know, Dave Mason and that wrote that. Anyway, he did a B-side, and I can't remember what the B-side was. Hold on. Effervescent Elephants. Yeah, that was it. Anyway, I didn't know until just that he did an album as well.
Wow.
He did a whole fucking album. Yeah. And it was called the Neil's Heavy Concept Album.
I bet it weren't heavy, though.
Wow.
Well.
Wow.
Or was it his brother?
There was a Traffic cover, a Tomorrow cover. There was one narrated by Stephen Fry. There was a Pink Floyd cover. Dawn French appeared on one. Caravan cover. Sex Pistols cover. They did a God Save the Queen cover. Donovan cover, as covered by Steve Hillage. Yeah, I like it. What the heck? I mean, I never knew.
Was it a
I have to check that out. It was 1984, and he was in like the Neil from the Young Ones persona, all of it. I'm gonna have to check it out.
Neil, nice one.
Oh, I figured out what it is that YouTube reminds me of.
Oh no! So he did a Paranoid remix incorporating "Hole in My Shoe." Oh no!
Oh no!
Why is he always that to me?
He did something called the Amoeba song. Paranoid remix. That was written by Stuart Planer, Barbara Gaskin, Ted Hayton, and Mason. That'd be Nick Mason.
Stuart Planer. I wonder if that was his dad.
No, Stuart and Planer. So these are surnames, except for Barbara Gaskin. That's a full name, and Ted Hayton. That's full name.
Who's the Planer who wrote that then?
That's him, Planer.
Oh, I thought they were all covers.
Although it does say the Neil the Barbarian one was narrated by Nigel Planer's brother, Roger.
Roger.
Yeah, but one of the tracks.
Never Roger a Planer.
One of the tracks, Lentil Nightmare, was narrated by Stephen Fry, and it was written by Rick Mail, as well as others.
Good old Rick Mail.
Yeah, and they did the Pink Floyd cover, which was The Gnome, which was actually written by Syd Barrett.
Syd Barrett.
So it was an early,
Brilliant.
early Floyd.
Yeah, he
And the-
just. I heard a story about Sid Barrett, and Roger Waters were telling it. And after all them years of so much LSD abuse and stuff like that, he totally tripped
Lost
out,
his
didn't he, in
mind.
life? And then he was only a small geezer. And then
Yep.
one day he said, "We're in the studio, me and Gilmore, and I don't know if what's his name on keyboards, right?"
Yeah, they were in there recording a new.
Yeah,
Well, they were
and,
trying to record some music.
he said this guy walked in. We're like, we're conversing like this, talking about. So that song, we do this, like, and they're all looking out. He said, so we're looking to out the streets. Who's this fella here? Bald head, and quite chubby, eyes sparkling and things like that. And it only dawned on him, like, I think rather he said, "It's me, Sid." Or it dawned on him as Sid. Do you know what I mean? A completely freaked out person. That's still alive, obviously, but
Yeah, but he sat in the corner the whole time and kept to himself.
Did you hear about there was a guy, some like I don't know, like plasterer or something, or plumber, that had done some work for this guy, and the guy hadn't got the money to pay him fully. So he said, "Look, do you want to take these tapes?" And there were all these tapes, and there were Sid Barrett's, and he didn't know who really was, and he just took them away, put them in the loft or whatever, and eventually lost them. But over the years, he'd look at them now and again, and he realised that there was some kind of Pink Floyd thing, like Sid Barrett, Pink Floyd,
a lot of people
privately made
said,
stuff.
he was Pink Floyd. He
was.
kind of was that because of what the brand of the band was at that time.
Yeah, it was Sid and Roger that
Psychedelic,
really
and
drew it.
Sid Barrett
drove
was
it.
like in that LSD or not, whether he were performing or what. It worked for his fans, didn't it? Look at them; they became one of the biggest selling albums, The Dark Side of the Moon, and biggest bands going. But he happened
The
to have
Wall.
left it. I mean, they carried on from that. But
I never
Roger's
dreamt.
done his own thing.
I did dream, but I hoped that it wasn't going to be a dream come true. But it does seem to be a dream come true. That The Wall is now a documentary.
Aye.
Is that listen?
No.
Listen, is that it? No,
Probably
have you done
Krinkle.
now for tonight?
Aye.
Probably Krinkle that.
Hell, mate. I mean that. All
What's
right.
it got mean now?
We're not. We are laughing inside, but it's at you, not with you. The only reason you're doing this is because it's been, I think, a bloody good live, and you don't like things that are bloody good because your life's bloody bad, and you've had the offers there from many people if you want to make it better, but if you can't pull yourself out of a certain insane situation, then there's no hope, especially at your age. What are you playing at, you dick? Fucking knob flash.
I think that's what he is playing at.
Probably, yeah, but that's, I mean, how can anyone be his friend? But I mean, if it was, and I said it, I'd at least try and help him, to a psychiatrist or something. Mass guitar collection as well, Stepper Style, yeah.
Got anything to say, Krinkle, or not? Or are you going to just...
Yeah. I'd love to
He's not
see
too
on the
far from
fucking
Mars
street
lately,
there.
though.
I would fucking love that.
Oh, it's the same old, isn't it?
Mark was up his way the other day, wasn't he?
Was he?
Went in the calf. Yeah, went in the calf.
Oh, yeah, he said, yeah.
In the calf.
Anyway, mate, you've had your bits of fame. All right. Why don't you try and do it yourself? Everything you've claimed in the past about science and all this, your knowledge.
He did try, Dino, but it did fail, didn't it?
Like that. And I'll never forget this. And I said to him one night, "Prove it." And he brought this fucking, I think it was framed as well, certificate out, science of fucking bullshit or something. And he had the plaster, he stuck in elastoplast over the certain details on it. And I said, well, why have you done that? It's like, oh, you can't see that and you can't see that. Yeah, but you're bragging about it that way. So how come you're not showing us the full proof when you've said, I can show you the evidence, Dino. I've got the fucking evidence, mate. Pigeon shit, let me go. You know?
Or cyborg or robot pigeon shit, would that be?
Oh, God, honestly, he does need help. That guy. There's nothing we can
Dino,
do.
I'm going to go, mate. I'm going to have something to eat.
James,
And,
listen,
get
mate.
back down.
Have a good night, James.
Yeah, we'll
Come
do.
back.
Thanks, you.
Yeah, peace
Yeah,
out,
we'll
bro.
do. Yeah, we'll do. I'll be back. I'll be back.
Are you unblocked? Are you unblocked in the chat now?
I'll sort that out.
You
No,
sort that
I'll
out.
sort
Oh, yeah, there you go.
All right, then.
I just thought
I'll
I'd
see you later,
remind you.
HG. See you later.
Safe,
Thank you,
James. Have
man.
a good one,
See
man.
you later. Ta-ra,
Thank
Dino.
you, mate.
Ta-ra.
Much love, mate. Thanks very much. Very nice. Nice surprises tonight.
Mm-hmm. And that wouldn't have happened if he hadn't been blocked, I suppose. So it
was
a good thing.
Honestly, I don't touch them areas, and even in the chat or anything, I don't. It's
Dino,
not
I tell you what, half the time when I was doing live streams, people would say, "Oh, I got timed out," and I'd be like, "Well, I didn't know."
Yeah,
I'm fucking
I know.
not looking at
I
the
know
chat all the
James
time.
It's happened before with you, and like I said before, it was amazing when I saw this block chat, and it was like every one of them, like half of them are mods, and it seemed to be the people that were more popular in the chat with conversation in the chat, but seemed to just like the live and things like that. And then I found out they were all blocked, and then you get messages saying, "Oh, come on, blocked," and that. So I unblocked them all. Next thing, they're all back. So someone's been doing it, and I could tell you, it can only be one of three people, and it's definitely not me.
I went through my block list, Dino, just a few months ago, just to have a look, and I've got over 800 bots blocked.
Right.
All Krinkle fucking bots.
Yeah,
and I had to search through all of those to make sure some actual person wasn't blocked.
It's a shame that you can't export them into like a spreadsheet to share with other people.
I could. Yeah, I mean, I'll certainly take a few photos on my phone and fucking upload them.
If you're a live streamer, it's something to think about and something you have to put up with and things like that. It's not, for me, it's not something to pursue. It's just something to keep in my mind as to who's who and what's what. Like, Bright tonight, obviously, so I think UK sussed him out straight away after comment one, I can put up with all that. I even said, just leave them in there. These pricks, leave them in there. Just leave them, don't overmod
I get frustrated because I want to understand what Bright's telling us, but I can't.
Yeah,
I know it's awkward, isn't it, to be able to work it out.
Exactly, and it's a no-win for them at all. It might upset people were a moderator and they think, oh, it's upset me, so that's a personal bang. Well, you're letting them win, I think. So I just say leave them in. There could be more dangerous stuff being said, but it really doesn't bother me because I just love concentrating on chats like tonight, like it has been tonight. It's been really humbling, to be honest with you. So Krinkle, I've said you've won tonight. I don't think you have, actually, thinking about it now. So Curl Ambler, Trump 24, and Tommy Robinson for PM. One of them things won't happen, to be fair, Curl, I don't think. Trump, I don't know. I don't know. You never know in American politics, do you? I mean, in fact, same over here, it's all fucking wangled in my eyes.
The only way that Trump won't win is number one if he's in prison, and number two if the Democrats have a stronger candidate that come forward to beat Biden.
Yeah. So it's nice, but it is nice to, you're supporting someone there, and it's nice to say them things. So, win, lose, or draw, take it on the chin or whatever and just crack on. with stuff. So let players games for right. Done enough with you, double O and 2 now. Right, I did say I passed.
Yeah, I need to get to bed
It's
myself.
midweek, and I'll save my strength for Friday. Should be a good one.
I'll see you there.
Right, thanks, guys. Everyone in the chat, really.
I was just saying, peace out and thanks.
Oh no, thanks to you, mate. I really hope I see you again, like we was before on a regular.
Of course, I was going to come on last week when you came on, but I got a phone call, and by the time I'd finished, I came back on and went hello, and then it was like finished, and somebody went, "There's fucking time in FG," and I was like, "What?"
Right, call that karma.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I get you. I know, because I kind of said to myself, that was a little bit too fucking late.
And listen, I'm getting too old for all that now. Bloody 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hour long live shifts. Unless you pay me for it.
You'll never find me paying anyone
honestly,
for
guys,
anything on YouTube.
can't believe it. Thanks very much.
Have a good night. It was great speaking to you.
No worries.
Love.
Peace.
I'll see you on Friday, hopefully.
Okie doke.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Boy.